I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to whatever the heck this is. We don't have a name for all of them, I guess. This is just a random, awesome time of getting to play what we want when we want because our schedule is a little bit thrown off today. And I will take that 10 out of 10 times. So thank you all for joining me. We're going to be tearing up some more Call of the Wild today. My earlier streams today were canceled for their usual streams and usual times because we had to travel for some doctor stuff. We had to visit a spinal revision specialist and kind of make a plan to try and figure out what's going on with my spine and whether or not another surgery is going to be needed. That's kind of why we weren't. That's absolutely why we weren't on for the normal streams for the day. But hey, we made it back in time to do at least a little bit of gaming before. And guys, not only are we live, but now we actually have the ability to hear Mrs. Mecha, the wonderful one and only Mrs. Mecha. Mrs. Mecha, say hi.
Hello.
All right, so hopefully y'all should hear Mrs. Mecha. And so what we're going to be doing, guys, is just hanging out, having fun. You know, this is just kind of like whatever we want it to be. Probably going to be trying to figure out what we can find on Cinder Baton as far as tigers go. But we're also trying to kind of do the daily challenges, even though multiplayer is pretty broken and the animals can sense you in a very glitched out, broken way. So we're just going to do the best we can. That's why we're doing a lot of long distance rifle type stuff. I'm going to go ahead and actually change out my not so long distance rifle, the Maradi lever action right here. Specifically because of that, and we're going to see what we can do about something like maybe a 243 if we got room for it. We got a half a pound too much stuff, so let's see what we got to do here. Also, guys, we have our first ever event. It's not going to be a whole lot of giveaways, but it is going to be some giveaways and some winners. So we got an event coming up on June 17th, guys. We're going to have a raffle system going on right here for this event that we got going on. I'm super pumped about it. I don't know why it keeps changing sizes on me, but I'm going to scooch it down here the way it's supposed to be so that way y'all can see it more properly. There's some scaling issues with OBS sometimes. That's the only thing that Streamlabs has on them. But anyway, guys, so June 17th, we're going to be our usual stream from 6 to 8 Central, and then we're going to be starting at 8 Central till 9 Central. All the times are posted on there for you guys to see for your own time zones. We're going to be doing a 1-hour hunting raffle competition where you all hunt on your own solo player maps. Has to be solo player. And if you all connect with me on Discord, and I can also do Xbox Messenger, Xbox specifically, but preferably Discord. If you all can, we're gonna have a system set up where y'all send us some pictures of your kills from your trophy manager, which shows the date and time and everything on it. We're gonna enter a raffle, and for every female mallard, rabbit, or turkey you get, you're gonna get 1 entry. You're gonna get 2 tickets for every female whitetail or blacktail deer. It's gonna be on Leighton Lake, so these are the animals available, and it's female animals only, so nobody has to sacrifice a trophy to participate. And then the moose, coyote, black bear, and Roosevelt elk are gonna be worth 3 tickets apiece for all female harvests on that. So super pumped about that. June 17th, y'all. It's gonna be also announced. It is already announced in our Discord group. Speaking of which, y'all, for some reason, my chat is not working. If you guys are telling me something, I am not seeing it for whatever reason. So let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to add the chat back here. I'm so sorry, guys, to be doing this right here at this exact moment, but Restream is not actually connecting me to my chat. There it is. All right. What's up, Benjamin? I'm sorry, I just now saw this. Just now got the chat to pull up. Guys, there is the link right there. It's being posted right now to both of them. If you guys want to join, you don't have to by any means. But I'm going to be done yapping right now. We're going to figure out what other weapon we want to carry or what we have to make room for in order to use the weapons we're wanting to. And I'm probably just going to get rid of the bow because it's going to be very hard to bow hunt. I might keep it, but we'll see how much room we got to work with things. Today's, guys, is mostly going to be having fun, trying to get a look at a tiger or two if we can. And other than that, we're just going to be trying to make some money, kill whatever we see. You know, it's going to be a good time. So let's see here. I don't know that I necessarily have to have the biscuits, so we can get rid of the biscuits to make more room for our 243. 243 is going to be the best gun for free, especially that you can use for like a class 2 animal because it goes all the way up to class 6. Let's get our 243 ammo. It's also very free, and we love that. And yeah, well, we got the sights, we got the ammo. I think we're cooking with Crisco, guys. I think we're cooking with Crisco. So Ranger 243 is going to be right here. We're going to put the 308 right here in the middle. The Range Master is going to be all the way over there. And then the bow, bada bing, bada boom. And we are going to be trying to get a look, y'all, at some, we're going to be trying to get a look at some tigers if we can. Super excited about that. But again, multiplayer is very busted, especially right now. The developers have responded to me. You've heard me say this 1,000 times. They said they're aware of it and they're working on it. So hopefully multiplayer won't be broken for forever. But for now, animals can basically sense you way too easily. A lot of the time, it might depend on the map. It might depend on just each individual server that you're hosting, right? You know, like each individual time that you load in. But it is an issue. So we can't really hunt anything that we can't shoot from at least 150, 300 out. So tigers very well might prove to be not very interested in us. Benjamin, how are you doing, bro? Chacho, how is Benjamin doing today? This is the longest it has ever taken Hank to get happy. Holy cow, Hank, you are spoiled. Spoiled freaking rotten, if that's what it takes to make you happy, bro. Chacho, that's a lot of handshakes. I'm teasing. Hank's a good guy. We like Hank. We like Hank. So let's see here. And guys, don't be afraid to also let me know if you think that if you think that the mic sounds a little off or the game audio sounds a little off. We're trying to get it as perfect as possible, but we just switched platforms. So I'm trying to make sure. Trying to make sure I get it all exactly where we want it to be. There we go. That should be pretty good. That should be pretty good and clear. The issue I'm having is that sometimes it's actually, kind of kicking in too much with some of the filters and the properties that you apply to the mic and making it sound kind of fuzzy. So trying to get that all fixed up, but for now I'm going to stop yapping. Guys, the challenges today, we're actually already in time for one of them. We need to photograph any wildlife between 5 and 9. We're actually about out of time for that. But if I can see one in the next like 10 seconds, we can take a photograph of it and immediately get some money for that. So let's see what we can do. Honey, get your camera out and just start taking pictures. I kid you not. I kid you not. Get your camera out and just start taking pictures. If you just look around the horizon, look everywhere, take a million pictures, you will more than likely pass. Never mind. Cancel that. Didn't work. Okay. Anyway, let's reset the time after we get some challenges done. We need to harvest 4 predators between 6 and 10 a.m. So that gives us 15 minutes of real time because we got 1 hour game time. It's 4 times faster. So let's get some predators for the next 15 minutes. The only predators we have to get on here actually would be tiger. And I don't know that we're going to get one of those. So snow leopard is one. And then the Bengal tiger is another. And I have some sort of animal that's actually deleted right now. Oh, no, it's not. It's the yak. So the only option we have right now are either fox, snow leopard, or Bengal tiger. So basically, we're looking for a fox right now. The snow leopard is going to be much more northeast. Unless, honey, do you want to shoot up northeast real quick to this tent and try and find a snow leopard?
That's fine.
Or do you have this place? I'm going to fast travel to a place. Tell me if you have this place up here, honey. Okay. That'll help me to know whether or not we can get a snow leopard pretty quickly because we're gonna have 15 minutes to do it. And yes, we are back on Red Bull for the last day. We got Red Bull for the collab that we did. So today's drink flavor is a yellow edition tropical Red Bull. Chroma Key's trying to make it hard to see, but that's what we're drinking today. Oh, well, hello, beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Yes, please. So, I don't know how you're doing that. Aang, the last airbender. Get down, please. Let's see right here about some snow leopard. So, blue sheep, woolly hair, and he will absolutely search snow leopard for us. Blue sheep. Over here. I know they're somewhere in the northern end. I think they're in between us right here. They might be over here, but I really think they're more north central to northeastern. So let's see about some snow leopard. Probably going to be heading... It's hard to say, guys. We might just head straight west. We might just head straight west. Honey, we're heading west.
Okay.
Benjamin, my brother. How's Benjamin doing? Okay, get the brace on soon. So the thing about the snow leopard, guys, and anything else right now is when you are within about like 400 or 500 meters of each other, for some reason the glitch is going on where that kind of it dials up and not only increases but like double triples the animal's ability to sense you in all ways. It'll make it where a easy animal quite literally will be able to sense you for no good reason like 200 meters away, and even if you're both in tripods. Like, if we are both in tripods within 100 meters of each other, nothing will come within 300 of us. If it's like level 3 difficulty and above or level 4 difficulty and above. So. We got a yak up here, honey. We got a yak right here. Because of that, guys, it will definitely be a lot of shooting what we see because we can't be picky with that glitch going on. And I am going to turn on her waypoints since she turned on mine. I think there's a yak over this way. Not going to have a really great shot at it. And there's also one right here. So let's go here, guys, see if we can't get our first kill. Fun part is, guys, we're not grinding anything. We can't be picky. So it's kind of just get a bunch of chances to shoot a bunch of stuff. Tell you what, I'm actually going to have him search medium. Maybe he'll get onto a snow leopard like what I was thinking in the first place. But we can't focus on challenges because if we do that, it's going to be 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever we can do of not finding anything. Unfortunately, and we've tried to fix that up on multiplayer, but we just can't. Multiplayer for now, guys, is just shoot and kill, which I'm sure is not a problem from the viewing end of it. Not a problem for me either, other than just not making quite as much money. But you can't worry more about always having a bunch of money than. Oh my goodness. All right, babe. Let's walk over here to this end. I'm about to mark just about where we want to walk up to. Let's walk up to about that end of the house and look down. And yak, of course, have wonderful senses of smell, right? Poor eyesight, but good smell and outstanding hearing. So we have to be particularly quiet. We did shower today, so, you know, we should be halfway decent on that end, but we got to be especially quiet. Also, guys, whenever I have my Discord chat on, I will not have any audible alerts yet again. Earlier, it was Streamlabs was actually down. And they keep resetting my settings to try to fix things for me that they're not fixing, just making everything not work. But so usually it's having some sort of malfunction with Streamlabs is why I miss the chats. Right now it has a lot to do. Okay, yeah, they're fleeing immediately. Very hard. That one right there, honey, that one on the right that I'm marking right there, that one is very hard. It is a 238 to 257. It's probably not going to be nothing too crazy. It's just a solid gold. It's not a diamond. Diamond starts at 273 for those animals. But if you want to pop a shot at him, if he gives you a good look, don't shoot if he doesn't give you a good look because you'll just spook everything. But, yep, that one. Yep, that one. I love how on my screen you're looking way over here to like Mount Everest or something. And then on your screen, you're clearly actually looking at him because you just marked him. We do have these ones down here. We got the defensive and alert chickapoos down here. 152 and 153 up to 158 on those.
Did you take your picture?
Oh, are we supposed to take a picture?
I don't know. I thought one of them was take a photo of wildlife, but it might have been at a certain time.
So it's a certain time. It is photograph one wildlife between 5 and 9 a.m. It's 9:25, unfortunately, so we're just barely outside of that. But we can do that when we reset the time. We're going to reset the time to like 5 a.m. later or like 6 a.m., something like that. That way we can look at some tigers.
Okay.
But for now, we'll just do whatever we feel like. God dang. Excuse me. Excuse me. This should work a little better. So you tell me, honey, do you want to shoot one of them?
Maybe.
Guys, also, I'm looking for references. What do you think is like the best DLC rifle for long distance class 9 animals? And I do mean like long distance, like effective range 150 and above, you know, if there is anything past 150 on effective range. And class 9. The Maradi is awesome, guys. It's awesome. It puts down animals very effectively. I love it. But it's only up to class 8, even though it's 3 to 8, which is quite the range. But it also, its effective range is 75. I know you can shoot way past that, but the bullet drop is just way worse at like 300 and stuff like that. So I'm looking for the absolute best gun for really putting them down. I mean, really putting them down at class 9. And I like the Rangemaster. I see that it's actually one of the best options from what I quickly Googled. But I need more input from people on what is the other best gun for long distance class 9. Really put them down. The most accurate, long reaching, and just demolishing type of round. Ooh, what do we got over here? Oh, honey, look at that. We got some blue sheep. Honey, are you thinking about taking one of these there, Sweepy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't see you anymore. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I can. All right, guys. She's about to do her thing. Oh, hey, wow. What an arrow shot. All right, babe. Let's go. Good job. Holy cow, good job. Wow. That was a good one, babe. I'm gonna pop off at this one right down here.
Crap.
Are they attacking you?
Yep. Oh, she died.
Why is the sight not sighting in? I'm pressing the sight in button and it's not sighting in. Are you seeing this, guys? I'm pressing the sight in button and it's not working.
Did you want to come look at the x-ray?
Now it's working. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to come look at the x-ray. Good job, babe. Good shot, Mrs. Mecha. W, Mrs. Mecha. Immediately putting down the first animal. No suffering. No nothing. And yes, that is, it's a virtual animal. But still, we don't want it to suffer.
Watch out, honey.
Very good shot, babe. Straight through the front of that. Look at that. Boom. Look at that beautiful Mrs. Mecha, guys. The one and only. Got her right up on my screen right now. So, yeah, right into that right lung. Just barely missing both the horns and skull, as well as that right shoulder blade, as you can see. I hate the reset button also pulls up the people's picture. But yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Good job, Mrs. Mecha.
I got both lungs.
Yeah. Squeeze right in between. Look at the arrow placement. Just right by that face, through to the right lung, and then also through back to the left lung without hitting that shoulder and without hitting that face. Just right there. And honestly, visually, it looks like a face shot, but that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Good job. Are you using the recurve or using the CB65 compound?
The recurve.
The recurve, really? Okay, well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yep. Like I say, guys, that's a prime example. I mean, that's a class 9 animal with like the lowest draw weight of any bow that you can put a sight on. You know, that uses regular broadheads, and she went straight through the chest into one lung and all the way through to the next lung. Absolutely crazy. So I think we will have to change the time now to do any of the challenges. Yeah, we're outside of the time zone for all 3 zones. So pretty much we got 13 game minutes, which is nothing in real time. So let's see here. We're gonna have to get some long distance shots at some fox and some snow leopard. So let's plan that out real quick. What time do we? It's gonna be 6 to 10 a.m. So let me see right here what we can do about that. Tone. The Bengal tiger, of course, is going to be there, but I don't know if we want to try and kill 4 Bengal tigers a piece. That's going to be ridiculous. So snow leopard, we're going to see what the times are for snow leopard. Snow leopard location. All right, so we're saying 6 to 10 a.m. snow leopard locations. High altitude during 6 to 10 when we usually feed and rest zones. So the feed and rest zone for them. Wow, yeah, they're just kind of all over the place. So a lot of them kind of where we're at. So I'll show you guys here on the screen. We're seeing a lot of what looks like right around this area. Okay, just right around here, kind of tracing the in-between little area of these mountains right here. And they kind of come up to here as well. And then we see also some over here on this more far right mountain range, all around here. And they kind of branch out a little bit over here, but mostly right where we're at. So let's reset the time to be 6 a.m. And I'm going to walk back up to the house. We're going to reset the time to 6 a.m. and we're going to get some leopard going. And is there any way you could grab me my one of my ice packs that were sitting up, if any of them are cold? Guys, we are super excited. It is now summertime. My wife is a teacher, so we're going to have plenty more time. She is going to be doing summer school, but that's because they pay well for literally 4 hours of work. So 4 hours of just sitting there, really way easy. So she enjoys doing that. But we're going to have a lot more time on our hands, nonetheless. A little bit of a vacation for her and the kids. And I would say it's a vacation for me, but I don't exactly have much of a change in schedule with or without her. So. I can't say I try not to be on vacation, but I can't really say that I'm very regular with like overstructure. I try to make I try to do what I can from home, work from home type stuff. So it's kind of all just when I need it to be anyway. So kind of hard to say that it's a vacation. You kind of pick when you need to work. All right, so let's see here. 6. Okay, here we go. And let me get the bigger pillow. I think this will be fine right here. This might be fine right here. As long as we can keep Hank happy. All right, honey, I got the time reset. Let's try and get some leopard. You know what might be fun to do is try out one of our meat things, but we'll do that later. We'll do that later. I'm not going to get too distracted right now, honey. It's officially 6 a.m. and we need to look somewhere in the area we are in, all around this area. Okay, up to where we're at, and then down to that area where my orange waypoint is. That is where all of the leopard are. So I'm going to head your direction, and we need to kind of We need to kind of head a little bit southeast, very carefully, looking around for some snow leopard from a distance. There's another yak right there also, honey, just so you know. Also, honey, go ahead and spray down if you have any spray that you feel like you can spare. Just because the pressure is so crazy on multiplayer right now. What's going on, Coot? How is Coot doing? Snow leopard, snow leopard, snow leopard. Exceptional smell and keen hearing and eyesight. So we definitely need to spot them from a distance if we can. So instead of worried about getting there too quickly, honey, just really scan a whole lot and try to locate them. They should be somewhere around that mark, maybe even a little further in. How is Coot doing? I'm doing all right. Gotta get ready for work in a bit. Well, hopefully work treats you good today, bro. Chacho. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, in case you haven't heard, we are doing our first event ever. We're going to be doing a bit of hey, honey, there's a leopard. There's a leopard. We're doing our first event ever, June 17th. It's going to be a hunting competition. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, honey, he's sneaking. He's sneaking. Crouch, crouch, crouch.
There's a Tibetan fox nearby.
Is that what it is? Is that what he's sneaking on? There's a mating call from a leopard, honey. The leopard is right over here. Right there on my mark was right where the call was from. So I don't see it anymore, but that's exactly where the call was from.
I'm trying to get to you. I'm still down the hill where the yaks were at.
Oh, just take your time, babe. Just take your time very carefully because you know how sensitive the animals are in multiplayer. But yeah, I got a poster up for it on the announcements for upcoming events and the channel for upcoming events on Discord. But it's going to be that you get to hunt female animals, and certain ones are worth certain amounts of tickets, and then someone's going to win a gift card from that. And then paid subscribers are also going to get to enter for free for a giveaway for another gift card. And if we earn a payout before, then we're actually going to double the prizes, and there'll be 4 instead of 2. So I'm super excited about it. Let me get the poster up there just for a second while we have Coot here too, just to make sure. So that's going to be it, June 17th. June 17th, guys. Super excited about it. Like I said, it might just be a couple of $25 gift cards, might be more. At least 2 $25 giveaways. Okay, honey, we got a mating call. So,
Tibetan fox?
It is a Tibetan fox. Never mind. I thought it was a leopard. It is a Tibetan fox. But that counts as a predator too, honey. So if we can take that thing out, it'll count. I'm going to wait for you before I start calling it over, okay?
Okay.
But yeah, guys, that's going to be Leighton Lake. And so it's going to be a little bit different than what most people would probably do. But basically, you're going to hunt on your own map in solo player mode. That way, whenever you get kills, you can go to your lodge or to your you can access your cache at the outposts. And you can take a screenshot. And what we're going to do is every time you get a female kill, take a screenshot of it. And you send it to me on Discord, and I can verify the day and time and everything from the trophy manager. So basically, every time you get a kill, save it as a harvest. Make sure you have room in your saved harvests. You're going to save it, and then you can go to the outpost and send me pictures of the kills you're getting, either 2 or 3 at a time or whatever, or or one every time you get a kill. It's entirely up to you because each one's going to show the exact minute that you shot it. So that'll get you 1 ticket for mallard, rabbit, and turkey, 2 tickets for deer, and 3 tickets for these guys down here with the moose, coyote, black bear, and Roosevelt elk. All female, so nobody has to sacrifice a trophy. All from your own map, and the map's going to be Leighton Lake, so it's completely free and accessible for everybody to participate in. Just join the MechaNexus on Discord, and when we start doing it, you'll just be able to verify your kills with me through screenshots sent to me on Discord, and that'll be that. All platforms can be included. All people can be included. It's the best system I could come up with, guys, but I'm super excited about it. We're going to be doing that monthly, the Wednesday following the 15th every month. It's going to be our Call of the Wild raffle hunt monthly.
I'm here.
You're okay. So what we're going to do, honey, is we're going to place this call kind of right here next to us, I guess. And I'm going to call both Tibetan fox and leopard. Okay. Well, nope, never mind. Distressed rabbit should work for both, but unfortunately, I don't actually see it on there. I Just don't know whether or not I can trust it. But we're going to have to lay down, honey, just so you know. So get up here where you can really see it and lay down. And Hank is right here, by the way. And he was tracking to the right of that. So before too long, we should be seeing, it should work for snow leopard too, because it's the same call for them, and there is a call for them on the map. But we'll see. We'll see if it lives up to its expectations. So just make sure you're scouring the area pretty good, honey, because they could come from any direction with this call. It could be, more than just the ones we're expecting to see. I would say that we could get into a stand or something, but that actually causes it to be worse with the current multiplayer glitch that we got going on. And if we have to, we'll just carefully make our way up to here together and lay down. Over here would be more preferable if we could. Over here in this direction would be more preferable. It is looking like we're going to pick it up and start moving. So we're going to start heading south. Are you sprayed down? Perfect. Guys, if I do miss your chats from time to time, until we get that dual connecting headset, that shouldn't be a very regular thing. But when Discord is on my PC, it can be then, particularly just then. But we'll get that fixed up as soon as we're able to. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful sunrise action that just happened right there. That's awesome. Multiplayer, guys, like I've said 1,000 times, is pretty broken right now. They got it pretty broken, but stick with us and it'll get better. We're also going to be switching to a little bit of Battlefield probably before the end of the night. Something like that. We'll switch to another game. And you guys can absolutely feel free to let me know which one you'd like to see. But I gotta have some Mrs. Mecha time. Gotta have some Mrs. Mecha time. And so figured we'd take it easier on that. She might hop over here and play some Brotato with me later. I don't know, but we'll play at least a couple hours of Call of the Wild and then switch it on up. Switch it on up, switch it on up. To Battlefield 6. Or Brotato. All right. I was testing the waters. I got a bad look. Probably going to be Brotato.
You can play BF6 if you want.
Okay, he's on another trail, honey. He's on another trail. So the good thing is, honey, is that that's very, 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 very likely to be a predator because there's only 3 medium-sized animals. Mating call from 130 to 170. But we're not looking for yak. It might be a little bit of a slow process on multiplayer. Guys. Yes, this is Sunder Patan. Corey, what's going on? Hey, guys. What is going on, Corey? How is Corey doing? Good to see you again, guys. Yes, this is Sunder Patan. We're trying to do predator hunting on Sunder Patan between 6 and 10 a.m. before we switch over to getting some tigers at a different time. We don't want to start with tigers because we have to kill 4 predators a piece. I have to harvest 4 of them a piece, and I don't want us killing 8 tigers. That, first of all, that's not going to happen on multiplayer with the broken stuff. But we're going after some Tibetan fox as well as some snow leopard right now on Sundar Patan. Scent found. I love how Hank always has to take us in a bad wind direction. He absolutely always. I have a little bit of echo. That's probably from Mrs. Mecha's mic. Mrs. Mecha, go ahead and mute your mic for a second. All right. Coot, please do tell me, does this fix it? Hopefully that fixed the echo. It's probably just the fact that her mic is, she's sitting there with her mic down right over that way. Right over Honda.
There's a mating call for a
Thank you, baby. So that sounds fixed. Okay. You might hear a little bit of an echo, guys. You might hear a little bit of one, but that's only when her mic is down. That way y'all can hear her talk when she wants to. So honey, hey, whenever you do talk to, if you want to, you also don't have to. Entirely up to you. God, I hate how Hank always has to take us directly downwind. Yes, we have to go with the wind as if that's not going to get us busted. But hey, you know what? I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy that we have a Hank. All right, he is sneaking. So honey, very slowly and carefully make your way more like east, like kind of hug the building a little bit. And that'll hopefully help us to get a better wind direction on it, because it is a little bit more west than what I thought. But Hank is being Hank, and he's waiting on me, and I hate that he does that. I can't wait till they fix the multiplayer, guys, so we can get back to using our blinds and stuff like we originally did. Now, honey, if you can find a place to lay down to be able to see it, then go ahead and pick that. Otherwise, we're just going to have to find a bush like this one right here in front of me. That one right there might work. It wasn't bad until you got louder. Yep, I'm very good at being loud. Mating call from another Tibetan fox, 90 to 120 out. I think we have to shoot these predators from beyond 100, don't we? Yep, honey, we have to shoot these things from beyond 100. So I tell you what we're going to do, guys. If this time doesn't work, this 6 to 10 time frame we're hunting at first doesn't work, we're going to place down our first feeder. We're going to get our first feeder. We bought both feeder DLCs, but I didn't know they had them. I hadn't shopped DLC in this game in over a year. I guess they released some feeders. We bought both of the feeder DLCs. So we're going to place some feeders if we have to, and then change the time, and then they should appear near those feeders. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, I can talk at this volume right here, and the microphone I'm on has an expander as well as compressor, so it changes the volume on the low and high end to basically sound similar in volume. And you'd be surprised how much quieter I can talk, and it doesn't sound any quieter, even though you'd think the tone of it would change enough. But then I can also be very, very loud at times, even at speaking volume. Very fun messing around with pro audio type stuff. God dang. All right, honey. So we have to find out how to shoot that sucker from beyond 100. Which probably means we're gonna have to place a feeder. Oh yeah, he's mad. He's mad. He's only 40 to 50 out. I tell you what, honey, we're gonna let you just take a crack at him. I think you're maybe moving a little bit. Are you laying down? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna call him, and hopefully he will be chill. How is Corey doing today, though? Good to see Corey back. Good to see all you guys back. We've missed a little bit of streaming on Thursdays and whatnot the last couple weeks, fixing the broken stream and then going to doctor's appointments. So it's good to have a weekend underway. I don't think I have a single appointment tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a really good streaming day. We're definitely going to do our usual Fire Away Fridays, both for the first and second scheduled stream. But in between those, I'm going to play games that are easy on my wrist for now while my wrists are still having problems, like Brotato and maybe some more Call of the Wild. So hopefully we can get a decent bit of gaming in tomorrow. But I'm happy to make sure that I get all this stuff set up where it's all where I need it to be for my neck. The revision specialist today, guys, it wasn't exactly the appointment I was wanting to hear. I was hoping some of my symptoms would make him feel a little bit more interested or anything. But I'm starting to realize that doctors absolutely always have like great things on their websites that aren't always actually what they offer in real life. Does that make sense? So like we were looking for a doctor that really helps with like epidural fibrosis, like scar tissue, you know, covering your nerves. Why is none of this hiding me? And his website advertised that he can help with like epidural fibrosis. He can do epiduroscopies, which is like a not so often practiced visual way of actually looking through your spine. And so I'm not saying that, you know, he won't help us at all, but I had to ask multiple times today just to get him to agree to a CT myelogram, which is like the starting point base one way of looking at somebody who has artificial metal, like, or artificial discs in their neck. You have to do like a myelogram. That's a pretty normal thing to do. Because the MRIs, they can't see through the metal anymore unless you get special MRIs, and even they can't see as well as a CT myelogram. So, you know, thankfully he said he'll call in a CT myelogram, and they're getting started with a new pain doctor to try and help diagnose the pain. But, you know, I am getting tired of doctors, and I'm not saying he's a bad doctor and that he won't help us. He could be the guy who fixes my entire life. But basically the idea was like, well, we could try a fusion. Well, I don't want to just be like, you know, maybe a fusion. I don't want to do a fusion with that type of attitude, regardless of how good at fusions a doctor is. I don't want to be like, oh, you know, we could try it, see if it works. I don't want to do that. Not when it comes to a fusion. It's like, oh yeah, we can fuse my vertebrae together in my spine and hope that that might help. You know, like, what if that's not the problem? You're just going to cause more pain. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. But we're still going to keep fighting for somebody to do their job right and actually help us diagnose the issues, because we have some doctors saying, oh yeah, it could be nerve regeneration. It could take you 2 years or more to get better. And then some other doctors are like, oh yeah, it should be better. A lot of doctors are like, oh yeah, it should be better by now. You know, and so it's a lot of inconsistency. But we're gonna keep looking for a situation. We're going to keep looking for some sort of help, because, you know, it's getting to the point where it's going to be hard to even accommodate sitting up in a chair. But I'm yapping, guys. I cannot wait for them to do the CT myelogram, and then I'm gonna really try and press them nicely to actually do the stuff they talk about on their website, because I do think it could be epidural fibrosis. Most people don't have my condition for 4 years before they either, you know, give up or get it fixed. That's why I walked in today and they're like, you're pretty young to be here. I'm like, yeah, I freaking know. So, you know, maybe help. Here you go, honey. Go ahead and crouch. We're gonna flank him. We're gonna flank a little bit north and then get a better look at him. Yeah, I know. He's probably gonna spook, honey. He's probably gonna spook. It's because of that stupid freaking wind position paired with the extra sensitivity. He's more than likely going to spook, guys. We're going to have to place a feeder to really see him. You've been connected to... Yeah, I know I've been connected to that. I've been staying connected to that. All right, guys, let's see here. But yeah, one thing I didn't want to hear today, guys, was, oh yeah, I mean, it could, you know, I don't know. It could be a fusion could help with it. I'm like, that's not the attitude that I want to do a fusion with. Okay. Forget it. We're getting the feeders out. I'm done fussing with it. We're getting the feeders out. Has anybody tried feeders yet? Guide me. Guide me along. Where do we want to place the feeder? We know that leopard are all the way from like here, right? They're like up this way and here, right? As well as like right here. We're going to get a feeder out. We're going to set up a spot where we can see him from 100 out, because I'm done fussing with the multiplayer bullcrap. All right. The multiplayer is broken. Very much is. Hard to tell if you haven't played a lot before the updates where it started, but let's see here. I've never used the feeders before. I got one of each. Because of things. So let's see here. Storage. We'll put the Range Master up for now, and the 243, we'll get those out later, and then portable structures. Wow, 10 pounds. We're going to need even more. Traditional design used modified steel oil drum, the rigid construction, bears and pigs, deer and antelope, predators and reptiles. It says more info in Codex, guys, but one thing I've learned is if you go and look at them in the Codex, there is no more information. So post feeders, scent tube feeders, so canines, carnivores, and scavengers. A durable tube feeder that, when filled with bait, attracts predators and carnivorous wildlife. It features small holes that limits the access. So that's only 6 pounds, and this one's also only 6 pounds. So we're definitely going to use those. but we're gonna try going to the codex. It says more info on codex, so check it out. Ready? Tutorial log, and then it says oh, codex. Okay. They run. So feeders, deployable game feeders. So this is the extra information that they're talking about in the feeders, and it's not even pulling up right now. There we go. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So game feeders pack 1. There's the post feeder, and then there's this, which helps with bear. We're not looking for bear. Game feeder pack 2 is going to be the carcass feeder, American alligator and saltwater, as well as Eurasian link, Bengal tiger, mountain lion, puma, and lion. So I don't see anything on there about snow leopard. If a Eurasian lynx can reach it, then I would hope that a snow leopard would go for it. We're gonna have to figure that. Scent tube. So for felines, snow leopard. So that's the one we're gonna use. We're gonna use the snow leopard scent tube feeder, and that should also work. Hopefully, yep, with red fox. So scent tube is the one we're gonna get. And let's place this down and see how it goes. I tell you what, one thing I forgot to look at real quick while I was down there looking at all that is how does it work as far as game feeder. So scent tube. All right, game feeders are a portable structure that hunters fill with bait to attract animals. But place a feeder where you suspect your quarry to generally be located and filled up with appropriate bait. Use animal trails and other clues to inform your choice. Note that any remaining bait in the feeder will be lost if you move it. So be sure you choose the right spot before topping up. So animals in the vicinity will notice the bait and may come during their feeder times. Animals that pass closely to the feeder may pick up the scent and come close to investigate. Even if it's not their usual feeding time, different baits can attract different species. Some game feeders are prone to attack by bears and will need to be repaired by moving or refilling them again. So while we're here, guys, we're going to make sure we get more than one. I try to keep above 100,000 now that we finally quit overspending our money, but I'm not going to go out there and place one. It's going to be way too much effort for way too little reward. So let's go here and get some more scent tube feeders and place them around here. Game feeders. There we go. Scent tube. 12 grand, guys. We'll start out with just 2 of them. Okay. That way we can earn some of that back. And hopefully this works out. Lures. So you would think there would be a lure. I know it's a structure as well, but you'd think it would kind of qualify as that. So, all right. All right, honey, you chill here, or I tell you what, come with me, babe. Come with me. We're gonna get set up somewhere where we can get this going. And I'm gonna set up 3 things, both of the tube feeders as well as the Fox Pro somewhere where we can see a good vantage point. So let me go here real quick, look at the map again and see where we want to be. Okay. So there's the water, there's the mountain, and okay, so it's not quite where I thought, guys. It's not quite where I thought. It really is going to be right below that lookout point right here, or that house that we're at. So let me double check and make sure that I'm looking at the right place. Yep, that's it. So somewhere around here, y'all, somewhere around here, anywhere in that vicinity, honey, we need to find a spot to put some feeders where we can see from a distance. Okay, you stalk that fox, see if you can get it between 6 and 10 while I run over here. I'll try and walk a little quieter as I go through 20 bushes. It's probably my fault. Sorry. So your mic's not down in order for them to hear that like they should, because they definitely should have heard that.
Here's the feeding zone.
Well, you found a feeding zone. Good deal. So, and if we have to, guys, we'll use a tent and place the tent up here as well. I'll have to come back to that, though. So, feel free, honey. That anywhere within a large area of where I just marked out there, anywhere at all in this area of the map whatsoever, okay, is definitely, that's just the closer to that map, the better look it's going to be. The closer to that waypoint, the better look we're going to get at getting more of them. Okay, so But we can also mark where we want to put a tent and then use that tent. We're not going to worry about who we spook right now because it's just going to be too hard. It's going to be too hard to get. But honey, we're going to pick 3 locations that we can see from a high point if we can. Oh, there's a threat nearby, honey. We're getting attacked. Oh, we'll kill it. We'll kill it. We'll kill it. Let's see here. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you. Thank you. That's a non-vital, but I'll take it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think that second one hit him. Even, no, it might have been the tree that it got. There we go. That's the shot. That's the shot. Whoop, 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 whoop. Honey, God dang it. I already shot him with a vital. Okay, well, he got shot 3 times now. So, as you guys can see, he would have been gold at a wonderful 236. So, he would have been gold. 62% of the damage came from the first shot because of how long it took us to get the second shot. That was pelvis, intestines, and stomach, so non-vital organ, but still organ. Boom! Hit him with that liver lung shot the second time around. And then Mrs. Mecha thought that's not enough. We need to dome him. And so look at that beautiful dome shot. Honey, go ahead and take a look at that too before just go ahead and pick it up when you're done looking at it. That was hilarious. So, all right, guys, let's go get this done. Let's go get this done. You got $5. She got $5, guys. She got $5 for helping out with that kill. All right, honey. It's looking like up here, babe, is where we're probably going to place a tent and then place some feeders where we can see them from a distance for this challenge. But they're definitely going to have to be in like opposite directions. That's for sure. Because coming up to this house is kind of where they kind of come up here and then they fork to the right and left of this house just a little bit and then they come down to this way. So, you know, even more down here is going to be a good spot for them to be. So. You're good. So let's see here. We want to be headed more that direction with them. So let's see what we can do here. We have to shoot them from beyond 100. So I think up here is going to be a wonderful spot. Honey, come over here if you can. Place your waypoint somewhere around here so we can remember to put a tent right here, if you will, please. You can even put it further back that way if you'd like. That way it's even further away. So just place a marker. So place a marker somewhere like right there on the trail, about 250 up the trail, 250 meters up the trail to our northwest. And I am going to look around for a spot right here that I think would be a good spot for taking a shot. So we're probably actually gonna have to put it way up there, like close to that lookout. But for now, let's just say, honey, go ahead and place a mark next to that rock that's about 300 meters northwest of us. There's a rock by that trail. Okay, go ahead and place it right there, if you will. That's where we're going to put the tent, and then somewhere over here is where we are going to place our tubes and whatnot for our shot. So just 300 meters. Just look up the trail, honey. Just follow the trail and get it right at about 300 and place it there. Okay, if you will. Just so when I look on the map, I have a general idea of exactly where I positioned it. Thank you. That's 381. That's 381. So try to look a lot closer if you can. I tell you what, don't worry about it. I'm just going to remember where I put it. Okay, just a little bit. 405 for me. Okay, so I'll show you where to put it. So go ahead and boom, right there. See that? Go ahead and put a mark right on top of that mark. And then I'm going to place one right about where it was. It was 405, right? Something like that right there. And so our shot is going to be somewhere around right there. That's going to be a beautiful shot right there. So Yeah, let's do that. We're going to put a feeder down here, guys, and hopefully that'll work. More to the left of it actually would be good, too. Oh, yeah. There's definitely animals here already. So, honey, go ahead and sit right there where you're at, but look at me. Look at where I'm going and tell me when it looks like a really great place to shoot. There's this area to my south that obviously would be a nice, big, flat, open area to attract them to, right? It would be better if we could find something a little bit more southeast. Because down here is where they're really going to be. But I need you to tell me when it's going to be a good shot. Like, where would be like a really, really good shot? Can you put your mic down, baby? So, so tell me when, does this look like if an animal is right here, do you think this right here would be a good shot? Do you think it'd be sufficiently far away?
Yeah.
Probably. All right. So I'm going to place a tube feeder down here. We've never done this before, guys. Hopefully it works. Find a suitable spot to deploy your game feeder. Aim to place where you suspect animals might be passing through. Careful with your placement of the feeder, as any bait that has been added to the feeder will be lost if you pick it up again. Okay, so honey, I'm going to make sure that I'm right about, you know, just 130-ish from you. That's actually perfect. And let me go ahead and get this placed. Does this look like the area around it, honey, would be good? Is the area around it, like if we stood anywhere within about 20 of it, is that going to be visible? I can't hear you, babe. Okay, all right. So let's see here. We got one feeder there. So refill with what? Scent meat scraps. Yep. Yeah, snow leopard and Tibetan fox. Look at that, honey. Boom, $500 and it refills it. Look at that. Now that the game feeder is filled with bait, it will begin to attract animals. Some feeders will deplete when animals visit them. Others will dispense bait constantly over time. When a feeder becomes low on bait or empty, be sure to top it off again, okay, to keep it active. Now, honey, we're going to find a different spot. We're going to find a different spot from here that will hopefully attract them. Honey, that's a wild yak mating call. Okay, all right. Do you see anywhere else from there, honey? Do you see anywhere else from there that would be a good spot? Probably over here in the snow area that I'm looking at south of us. In the snow. Okay. Place a couple feeders right there. And the trick is we want them to be far enough apart where we can see both of them, but one group will get scared and the other group won't. Or, well, they can get scared, but they won't completely spook. So this is probably going to be the perfect distance between them. They're both visible from there, and should be just enough where they don't run completely. If we shoot one south, the one east won't just completely run immediately. So, all right, honey, let me see where you're at from where the shot's going to be. That's about 150 right there. Okay, so let me just get a good spot to place it. I don't know why it won't let me place here. This is extremely flat territory. The slope is too steep. That is absolutely ridiculous. I tell you what I can do about the echo too. I can actually just mute you on my end from the Xbox, and then you can talk where they can hear you. So let me go over here and mute you. Now, honey, you can put your mic down. Now you can put your mic down and they can hear you when you talk. I just got to find a place to put this and we'll be cooking with Crisco. But we don't want to go further down because we don't want a Tibetan fox to be a 300-meter shot.
There's a mythical yak right there.
That's good. That's a good one. It's probably a diamond. Are you marking it? You can take it, babe. You can take it.
It's 340 away.
Okay. Well, as soon as I find a place to put this freaking tube, which should not be this hard to place. This ground is so gosh dang flat. There's absolutely no way that this should be this difficult. That's a good. Did you get a feed zone from him by chance? All right, let's see here, guys. Sorry this is taking so long, y'all. Like I said, multiplayer hunts are a little bit more just hanging out until they fix the multiplayer system.
I think I might have already gotten that.
Too close to a structure of the same type. Okay, so that's why. How far away do they have to be? I need you to look for another spot. I need you to look for another spot. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It doesn't tell me which one it really is. All right, so let's go over here. All right, do you see any places north of you? Do you see any places north of you that would be really good?
There's two mythical ones over here, babe.
I got a warning call right here from this one. But honey, oh, I'm getting attacked. What's this one? Hard. Okay. No. Ah. Oh, it was a vital. It was a vital. Just let it bleed out. Just let it bleed out. Place the tube while we're waiting for it to die. Too close to a structure of the same type. All right, guys, let's see here. Shoot. Shoot that dang animal. It should die any moment now, for crying out loud. Whoa. He ain't going to be no record. Hey, there we go. Yeah, he ain't going to be no record, but it'll be a payday. So we got him from 6.46 meters, $1,100 cash, and a score of 650 on the session with 178 XP that we don't need. So we'll take that. Boom. Another quick payday. Try and make up for that feeder. I wish it would have told us ahead of time, guys, what the distance is that these things have to be to use them. We got one feeder right over here that's about 157 out. Okay, so... Okay. Structure of the same type. Okay. All right, guys. Bear with us. We're going to get this figured out. We're going to get the multiplayer stuff figured out. I'm weak. He used the voice. Oh, my goodness. How is Turtle doing? How is Turtle doing? Guys, hey, just so you know, whenever I see somebody join, I'm going to make this announcement quite a few times from now, just so I know everybody hears it at least once before the 17th. We got our first little hunting competition on the 17th. It's going to be a raffle system based on getting kills. Shoot that dang there animal, I'll tell you what. All right, anyway. So, yeah, super excited about that, guys. You are going to be playing solo. You have to play on solo player. Figured that out because you have to be able to access your trophy manager in order to confirm kills by sending me screenshots of them. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay. Rather than waste the money on refilling that honey, I'm actually just going to come up here and place a new one somewhere. So hopefully these guys will shut up and quit yapping at me. Let's go find another spot, honey. Let's go find another spot somewhere. So that's going to be happening June 17th, guys. Information will be on our Discord, on the poster on the Discord. I'll also put it up at the end of every stream. And so super excited about it. At least two $25 gift cards will be won. One by the hunter, and one will be for paid subscribers on the Purple platform. And so that way we can give back to people who really invest in us on that platform particularly. And we will grow that and do more giveaways and more prizes to be won every month. It's going to be a monthly thing following the 15th. First Wednesday after the 15th of every month is when that will be. I'm jumping around like this is Fortnite. I'll tell you what. Jumping around like this is Fortnite. What's going on, Elliot? How are you doing, brochacho? We are putting up some feeders and getting ready to shoot some predators. How is Elliot doing today? Turtles, all y'all, thank you so much for being here and bearing with me on these kind of slow multiplayer hunts. Mythical. Look at that. All right, honey. You want
two of them. There's two of them down there that are mythical.
All right. What? They're both max weight, it looks like. I know that one's mythical up to 1,200 kilograms. That one is also mythical up to 1,200. That's up to 271 on the left and up to 276 on the right. Okay, honey, do you want to shoot that thing from 300? I don't have my gun. All right, guys, we're going to put a tent up here after we place this second feeder. We're going to put a tent up here. We're going to take a look at these other yaks also. Honey, there's two more yaks behind us, too. They're not mythical. None of them are mythical so far, but it's going to be a great place, y'all. It's going to be a great place. Let me go get my tent. We're going to place our tent over here and then call that good. Actually, we're actually going to place another feeder first. I'm going to fast travel, place the feeder, get a tent, put it up, and then we're going to change the time and kill something. Good deal, Elliot. Good to hear. So Tibetan fox. All right, so let's put up another feeder. We're gonna find a spot right here down in this area. If you guys are looking for Tibetan fox or snow leopard, you're gonna be looking. Tibetan fox, I think, are kind of all over, but the snow leopard are up here on the northern, central, and northeastern part of the map. So we're figuring this stuff out. I knew they were up in these certain areas, but we actually looked up their exact kind of locations more precisely, and they're really coming up right here in this in-between area. You see these taller mountains right here, and these very tall ones right here with a little gap, and then a third one kind of in between them all. This area right up here, following this trail, all right, following that trail up to that outpost with the lookout to the left of it, that right there, that little like kind of 7 shape to it, and then splitting off a little bit up here on both sides of the outpost. That's where the snow leopard are mostly going to be, as well as over here in this area as well, over here by this tent that I have north of this outpost. So we're placing some feeders. We got one more feeder to place, and we're going to be taking out some Tibetan fox and snow leopard. All right, let's see here. Where, if I spawned here, where in that direction would be a good view? We're learning the feeders as we go, guys. Nobody told us they had a distance. Of course they have a distance that you can put them on. It'd be ridiculous if you could just spam them like that. 20 of them in the same spot, but not that that would do you any good. All right, so now we got to pick something from here where if we appear at this outpost, where can we go very quickly where we have a 150-meter shot at some animals? And guys, I think we found it right there. That right there is going to be just about the perfect spot. So let me place that real quick, and then we're gonna get to hunting finally. Then we're finally gonna get to hunting. The issue is really the issue with that is that it's gonna be so close. Actually, it's gonna be too close actually right there. So let me see about putting that about 300 meters further than that, 250 maybe, and that'll help us. We'll say 250. So I'm going to come up here and place something 250 out, and that'll make it where we don't scare them off every time we fast travel. Is it possible to accidentally shoot another hunter? It is not. It is not possible to accidentally shoot a hunter. Otherwise, my wife would accidentally shoot me every time we play. Anyway, let's see here. It will tell you invalid target, but what's even more of a pain than that, actually, what's even more of a pain about that, so if we get up here, honey, come up here, right here, okay? Go fast travel to the house and go straight to that mark that I just placed, please, if you will, okay? And I need you to tell me where you can see from, okay? We want to place it just about 300 meters out from exactly that spot right there. So if you could go to that, well, on yours would probably be like a purple or pink mark, but go to that mark, if you will, honey, and tell me from there, where do you see a good line of sight about 300 meters away? But yeah, the fun part is if your dog walks in front of you as well. I had this happen yesterday at the end of the stream. I'm sitting there scoping out a muntjac from across the lake, and right whenever I'm getting ready to shoot, here comes my German short-haired pointer just right in front of me. And I mean, like he looked like an elephant going through that scope, zoomed all the way in, and it said like invalid target. So it actually, not only will it not let you, but it'll very cautiously stop you from shooting anywhere close to that in a way that can kind of actually get in the way. Yeah, that's fine. Just go ahead and tell me, honey. Go ahead and tell me. You can put your mic down, babe, so they can hear you if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Either way is fine. Okay. Can you guys hear her by chance, honey? Could you say something for me? Say something again for me, please. Is that not working for some reason? Are you not in the Discord anymore? Okay, let me check this then. You guys should be able to hear her, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be happening. So I don't see you talking, and go ahead and try and talk in the Discord.
Hello.
Did you mute yourself by chance? We're not going to stress it. All right, guys, we're just going to hang up the Discord call. We're just going to hang up the Discord call. Disconnect. Bada bing, bada boom. We're just going to hang that up. That way I can hear y'all when you're talking to me. I'm going to turn the alerts back on, and now I should be able to hear you when y'all talk to me. Or whenever you chat me up, it should ding me. It should ding at me. Gotta go, but happy hunting. Thank you very much, Turtle, for hanging out with us. All right, guys. So, honey, are you at that point? Okay. All right. So I need to be at about 300 from there so we don't spook the animals. Okay. I actually probably need to be a little bit past 300. Why in the world? Too close to another structure at the same time. Oh, my gosh. Really? That thing is 200 meters from me. Okay, so we're going to have to go more this direction. All right, honey. So I need to be just a little bit past 300, maybe like 350. How far away do feeders have to be? Oh my gosh, this is absolutely insane. Okay. Let me invite you to an Xbox party so I can hear you, honey. All right, guys, let's see here. I can see, honey. I just need you to stand there and tell me how the view looks from a shooting position, and I can also see, because you're standing there, it shows me. Do you see any other spots? Look around, tell me if you see any other spots where I could possibly place this thing, because this is just so ridiculous. What distance? Do you guys know what distance do you have to be to use a freaking feeder, for crying out loud? Tube feeder distance from each other. Call the wild. Okay, so how far do 2 feeders have to be? Okay, hold on, honey. So a minimum of 300 away from each other. So that guy right there is just right around 300. So where, honey? I don't see your mark. Okay, I need it to be more. I need it to be to the east. I need it to be to the east because that's, for whatever reason, it won't let me. I can't find a spot anywhere around here that's going to work for that. So anywhere, gosh dang, it's not really going to work to the east either. Okay. Is there anywhere north of you? Is there anywhere north of you that you could see clearly for about 350 meters? I tell you what we might have to do, guys. We might have to go over here, actually. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go over here. That's exactly what we're going to have to do, actually. So next to that outpost, I think, or next to that lookout, up here, honey, is where we're going to have to go. So there's a lookout right here, and then there's an outpost. So I'm going to fast travel to this tent. Go ahead and fast travel to that one, too. And we're going to get this figured out, y'all. So let's see here. Man, these multiplayer streams are difficult, but we're gonna power through them until they get it fixed. There we go. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that tent for sure because it won't let you actually get in and out of it very easily. All right, so now we need to figure out where from here do we want to place the 2 feeder, and then when we change the time, it should just have animals in front of us. So they are both just pretty well directly east and everything. Okay, let's see here. So right around here is a good spot. Let's see. Right around here is a good spot for him. Does that look like an open view? It does. Very much looks like an open view. We just got to find. Oh, whoa. No, not as open as I was thinking. And then. Yeah. So somewhere around right here too. Somewhere around in that direction. Gonna be a good spot. If we make sure that we are at least 350 plus out, then that'll be good. We could just put it on the trail somewhere in that direction, about 300 out. That might give us a decent shot. So stay there by the tent, if you will, babe. and we're gonna have to pick a spot where we can shoot him from almost exactly 300. We're gonna put it at 350 just to be safe. We'll walk 50 meters up, and then we'll take that shot. And I'm pretty much just gonna put it right here on the trail. And hopefully this up here. Hopefully this up here is going to be just the perfect location. We want it to be 350 from the tent, 350 from the tent. So that way when we spawn, you know, there's a little extra room, and then we only have like 50 meters to walk, and then we can take a 300-meter shot, or we can walk closer and try to get a 150. But it'll help us to be close enough to pretty much be able to take care of it. So 350 is just a little extra safe. All right, let's see here.
There's 386.
Okay, so, and it doesn't have to be exactly 350. I just like to be close. That way, the 250 to 300 range that you spook them from, you know, that'll be taken care of. Also, we do know also that they will not come within like 400 meters of you if you're in the same place, if they're a vigilant animal. Well, as we saw with the roe deer. So if we can get a very long view at them, that'd be good. You said that's what?
386.
386. Okay, that's going to be about what we have to work with. Problem is, if you get closer, are you going to be able to see that, or do you have to? So come toward me now till you're toward that mark until it says 300 or less, and tell me if you can still see anything. And I think we should be able to still see something. But yeah, oh yeah, for sure. You want to have almost exactly a 300-meter shot. So I'm going to place the feeder now. That's actually going to be perfect. I'm going to place the feeder right here for now. Just up on the decline, but not so far up there. Not so far up there that, you know, they're possibly going to be. Yeah, let's say that right there. So we're going to fill this up, y'all, with some scented meat traps. And then that's it. You know, between this one and this one over here, we should have the stuff we need to just hop on over and kill stuff. The last step is going to be to grab the tent, place the tent where we were before, just north of the first one, and that is it. And then we're just switching between tents and changing the time and killing and rinse, repeat, and having fun. So I apologize for being so darn slow at learning this feeder stuff, but you know, that's all right though. We're going to have it planned out more ahead of time next time. So let's grab our tent, sprint on over there, or drive on over there fast as lightning on a ATV, and we'll be cooking with Crisco. So I know there's another tent here somewhere. I tell you, I'm going to have to buy another tent again. Or tents. Yep. All right. All right, guys, we're going to grab the ATV, run over there, and get the hunt on. Get the hunt on and moving. We will be switching to another game, guys, after a couple hours. You know, as long as everything's going fine with my neck. And right now we're so reclined that it's actually doing okay. So if you guys have another game you'd like to see me stream, feel free to let us know, you know, especially toward the end of the hunt. And right here was, somewhere over here was the area where we were going to shoot from before. So... it's going to be nice to finally be able to get some snow leopard going without it being some horrific ordeal on multiplayer. I know it's quite a process to go through to figure out how to actually get in front of them. You know, there's such vigilant animals even on solo player that with the multiplayer glitch it's basically impossible to, you know, plan out a 100-meter shot. But this will get it done. I am super excited about this. There's a trail somewhere over here. We're going to follow that trail. Warning thump. Where was it? Where was that little plateau overlooking it? Looks like it was right over that way. Good deal. So, make sure we get a good look at it. Where's our shot going to be? Our shot's going to be down that way. That'll be nice. Where's that tube feeder? There it is. This will be more accurate. Place that right there. No, remotely. Refill remotely. I had no idea you could even do that. Okay, that's nice. A place waypoint. So that's 115. We got another yak in front of us. Is that one of the mythical ones? Nope, that's a chick. All right, and so now we just need to go back this way up the trail until it says about 350. You know, and then we can walk up over here. Threat nearby. Once that orange waypoint says 350, we're going to place that tent down, and then we will be set up and ready to go. $350. Really don't want it to be any further out than it has to be. All right, Hank. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. All right. All right, honey. Feel free to fast travel to me, and we're going to try this stuff out. $243 and what was it? The range, yeah, the range master 3. Whoa, god dang it. We have a threat. We have a threat. We're gonna die. We're gonna die in our tent. Oh my gosh! Trying to kill us in our tent. Oh, reload, please. Oof. That's oh. Okay, is she fleeing or is she coming back? Hopefully, yeah, okay, all right, there we go, there we go. That's a lethal shot. All right. Go ahead, honey, shoot her a third time for your $5. Just kidding, I'm joking, All right, let's go. Okay, so we'll take that. Nice little bronze. The first one was not at all lethal, but there we go. Both lungs and a liver, 3 vitals in 1 shot on that second one. Definitely take that $900. All right, and you're going to get first dibs on the first predator. So down there on my mark, honey, whenever we change the time, okay, we're going to reset the time to 6 a.m. like it's supposed to be, okay? And we're going to bounce between tents, basically, is what we're going to do. I'll actually do 6 the next day. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. We're going to bounce between tents and look at the feeders, which are going to be about 350 or so away from it. So just basically walk toward the feeder, and you should see something there. I would spray down, again, since we just changed the time. And make sure you have yourself the longest scope you probably have. And also your palmer tip for whatever weapon you're going to want to be using. You know, so I'm just getting that one ready. They could be anywhere from 2 to 5. Anywhere from 2 to 5. So the the 243, the Ranger 243 will get both of them taken care of efficiently. The 308, the Zarza 308 will put down the what am I trying to say here? They'll absolutely put down the snow leopard a little better, but that's okay though. We don't really need to worry about that too much because the 243 would definitely still do the job. The 308 would just do the job a little quicker. All right, guys, we're finally going to get the hunt on. Super excited about that. We're going to see how these feeders work. From 300 and something out, we should absolutely, even with a bad wind, We're going to be closer to like that 200, 150 range before we get a visual, but we really shouldn't spook them if they're already there. The multiplayer glitch will make it to where they won't already be there within 300, 400, 500 meters. So hopefully the tent was placed out far enough. If not, what we're basically going to have to do is me and her are going to have to go to different areas and try that out. And that's okay, though. We're still hanging out and hunting together, so that'll work. Hey, honey, look at this. There's a carnivorous feeding zone here. Looks like it's probably going to be a snow leopard. Snow leopard feeding zone right here from 3 to 6 for one snow leopard. I don't know if snow leopard ever have multiple snow leopards in one zone, but we got a snow leopard zone out of it. I'll gladly take that. And we need to get 4 predators apiece between 6 and 10 from beyond 100. So make sure you zero in for 150, honey. Okay. Zero in for 150, zoom in all the way, and try to get a good 150 shot on it. If they're broadside, use that hollow point on that 243. Okay, and that'll help you. That'll help you a lot more to actually make sure you hit some sort of vital, as long as you don't get the shoulder or something. Are you behind me as well? There we go. All right, so we're gonna link up with her real quick, y'all, and hopefully when we get up here, we're gonna see ourselves a snow leopard or a fox. So they are only going to be, how far, did we already make it that far from the tent? Where's the tent at? Where'd the tent go, honey? Can you see it from here? It's up there, but I can't see it. Okay, weird. All right, I'll take it.
I see the four-wheeler, but not the tent. Wasn't the four-wheeler right by the tent?
Yep, it is, and even on the map it is, but that's okay. We're going to come up here, and we're going to take that 150-meter shot. So make sure to approach a little bit more from the right where the wind's going. That way we're not in their wind so much. And hopefully, I'm going to crouch now. Hopefully they're not already spooked or gone, but with the multiplayer glitch, there's a very good chance that there's nothing we're going to be able to do. God dang it. All right, y'all. It's looking like we're just, hello, Limpid. How is Limpid doing? Honey, Limpid said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Mecha. Guys, it's still looking like no matter what we do, challenges are going to be a little hard to obtain with the multiplayer pressure glitch they're having. A lot of it affects, you know, how far away animals get nervous, not just when they flee, but how far away they get nervous. I was really trying to make this as thorough as possible. What I'm going to do, honey, I'm going to fast travel over to the other tent. Okay, I'm going to fast travel to the other tent. And if you want to, just stay there at that one for a little bit and maybe one will pop up. Mrs. Mecha in the chat. Let's go, guys. Mrs. Mecha in the chat. Super happy about that. All right. I hate this tent being glitched out like this. There we go. Over here is another feeder. Hopefully we'll be seeing something. Nope. All right, feeders might just take time to work, guys. They might just take time to work. Honey, stay over there, okay? I'm going to change the time again, all right? I'm going to change it to the next day. Or I'm actually going to change it a couple days forward. I'm just going to keep pressing forward, seeing if that's going to work. And we'll say 6:30. We'll change it to 6:30, okay? You ready, honey? Let's look and see, guys. Let's see if we can get these. So the pressure glitch is still causing issues. Yep. It's been going on, I guess, for so long. Some people thought it's always been a thing. It's definitely not always been a thing, because I used to use ground blinds and stuff very effectively with 2 people in them back whenever we first started. But it mostly affects how close animals will come in. They might not spook, and it can be hard to notice if you don't realize it's going on, especially depending on the difficulty of the animal. But yes, it's definitely still causing major issues. As you can see, we don't really have anything that we can get within like 150 of, and predator hunting doesn't make that any easier anyway, but that's all right. I tell you what we'll probably end up doing, guys. We'll probably end up doing some bird hunting. So guys, wake up.
Yak's over here.
She's got a mythical yak in front of her. She's got a mythical yak in front of her. Maybe she can get a shot at that mythical yak real quick. Nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, he's in the trees.
Okay. All right, guys. We're done with the snooze fest. We're not going to let it ruin our stream anymore. We're making a change. We're making a change. So, guys, I'm going to be inviting her over for some bird hunting. Honey, while you're getting ready, you might go get your shotgun ready, your 22 LR, anything you would use for ducks and birds, okay? And we're going to do, I would get your 10 gauge. If you have a 10 gauge, right? I would get that. If not, get yourself a 12 gauge, all right? And if you have birdshot unlocked, go ahead and use that, okay? We're jumping over to South Wise, and guys, we're going to put down some animals. We're going to be doing it. We're just figuring out how until they fix it, so. This way, I know for sure should work. We're going to use the Foxborough 360 with some decoys over here with some duck. And that should definitely still be a functional system. As you can see, we hunt here often. So, honey, I'm going to send you an invite. Oh, no, I didn't make it. I made a solo player game. So we're gonna be hunting for mallard, ferruginous duck, all that jazz. We could do some goose hunting as well. We're just gonna have to make sure we get the 22 LRs ready, and we'll shoot them from like 150-ish. So multiplayer, let's actually do it the right way this time, for crying out loud. There we go. How is Limp doing today? We are also, Limp, I know I've said this probably 50 million times. We have our first event ever coming up for the stream at all. It's going to be a Call of the Wild event that we do monthly on the first Wednesday following the 15th. The first Wednesday after the 15th of every month. It's going to be where you play on your own map and you verify kills by going to Trophy Manager at your own lodge. So it will be solo player mode for everybody, but everybody who can participate by doing so will send me images. Effectively, what it's going to be is it's going to be female only, so nobody has to lose any trophies to participate. It's going to be on Leighton Lake so that everybody can participate regardless of DLC. And it's going to be this ticket system right here, where it's going to be entered in for a raffle for a $25 card. And as well as paid subscribers on Twitch are going to be able to enter for free into another giveaway. And the more earnouts, the more paying earnouts we qualify for, before then we're going to double the prizes, make it 4 gift cards instead of 2, blah blah blah. I am good. Came home today after taking a mud bath and just took a hot shower and been relaxing since. Heck yeah, dude, heck yeah. I'm sure that hot shower felt absolutely great after the amount of physical labor that I know you do. So good to hear, we would be doing more just like multiplayer friendly stuff too. But with the issues they're having an event is the closest thing I can come up with so far. But yeah, we got that event coming up on June 17th, and then it's going to be every Wednesday that is after the 15th. It's going to be at least a $25 gift card for the raffle winner of the hunting raffle, and at least a $25 gift card, at least 2 gift cards minimum. It might be 4, and then every month it should grow where there's more going on. By mud bath, I mean crawl around in the Alabama clay. Yep. Fixing the skid steer. It's been raining here all week. Oh my gosh. Sounds interesting. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let's see here. Guys, I'm thinking I'm going to put the dog up just because of the multiplayer issues. I want to have it the least amount of discoverability around us as possible, and we have enough stands and stuff ready to go. I tell you what I'm going to do to make it even more interesting. We're going to get a couple blinds. Let me go here. Let me go to my loadouts and get my Salzweisen loadout. Good to go. Yeah, we'll absolutely buy that. We'll absolutely buy that. So let's see here. The weapons we already have ready to go. We have the ambusher and we have the 22 LR Predator. The only other thing we're going to need is that 10 gauge. I'm absolutely going to be using the 10 gauge. It's the most powerful one. So that way, if we go out to 50, which we will, we'll be able to put them down from 50. Get some bird shots. I think we already have, bird shot for the 10 gauge. The 10 gauge is the only shotgun also, guys, that plastic bird shot can also kill class 2 animals with it. So very good gun to have. You get it with Salzweisen. And let's grab ourselves one more blind. And that's going to get us down to 40 grand. We just, we don't money glitch. We don't do that like a lot of people do. If you see somebody with $12 million like I did, guys, could be legit. Could be. Good chance it's not, because you can have up to 16 maps per tent. You can have, 16 tents per map. among other things. So if somebody has $12 million, $16 million, $20 million laying around, they're money glitching. They're money glitching, because even if you can make that, you're not going to hold on to all that if you have all the maps and need maps for all that. It's just not really realistic. You guys will see me make 30, 40 grand a stream and be still losing money faster than I can make it. So let's see here. All right, so this right here, guys, is about where we're going to place the Fox Bro. We make it just about 50 meters from all stands other than the waterfowl blind and the layout blinds, which can be a little closer. Those are, guys, if you're looking for any sort of 50, 50, 50. Okay. If you guys are looking for any sort of blinds, here we go, that do work despite the pressure issues that they're having, further away from other structures, don't you give me that. All right, we're gonna have to place it right in the middle of this, but that's 50, that's 61, 55, and then we got 55 and 49. So if we go just a little bit further out, maybe right here, we're still gonna be, yeah, still gonna be 50 plus for all of them. So we'll go right here with that, and that should be perfect. And that should enable us to still be able to use our blinds effectively. I don't want to put these on the east side of this because all that, I hate that location with the grass, but you know, we got to do what you got to do. So we'll put that there, and we'll also put this somewhere. I don't know where. We'll put these somewhere. $25. So this might work for 25. You want to make it when you're placing it where it points downward. See, like that? See that down? Oh, that's perfect. That downward slope right there. That's going to be nice. So that'll make it where you can see very easily what's in front of you. This one we want to do about the same, be somewhere around the 25 mark. Even if we put it in front of us and it slopes down a little bit where it's closer, that's okay. There's that right there. So this is going to be a nice setup. It's going to be a nice setup here, y'all. Honey, let me send you an invite. And then you can come to the tent that I'm at, and we're going to obliterate some animals. Weapons. So I want the shotgun right there, 22 LR right there, and then the ambusher right there. And other than that, I think we're cooking with Crisco. I think we're doing all right. Other than that, the shotgun and handgun sights, all the lures we got. Yep, all the duck calls. So the Beacon Deluxe caller. This one calls out to 500, y'all. Very good call to have if you're doing some bird hunting. It calls almost all duck species up to 500 meters away. So it can reach over twice the distance, 2.5 times the distance of the Fox Pro. And then consumables, we don't need a biscuit because we don't got a dog. We got the spray. We're good. Yeah, guys, we're cooking with Crisco. We're cooking with Crisco. So let me get the hollow points and everything ready on this. Let me get the birdshot and stuff ready on this. I will use the 3 to 7 handgun shotgun scope for it. And there we go on that in case we do some raccoon hunting. This is it, guys. This is it. 7 in the morning. That's the right time if you want to be duck hunting. Here is a good area on Saleswise. And here's the main house with the flagpole and stuff. This trail right here that kind of turns into 2 trails. You got your little shotgun practice area right here too, right outside of here if you want to practice doing some shooting some clay pigeons. And then right here to the left of this, with all these little swampy lines, all these little lines right here, this particular area right here in the middle of it, if you put down some decoys and a call, you can call in almost every single species of duck. And the majority, basically everything, I think except for like gadwall, you'll have a hard time getting gadwall right here. But this exact spot, you see this little swirly part with the 3 lines, just right above that, this area is prime time for calling in all sorts of duck. So that's a good way to do it. Get your Fox Pro out. We're going to go over here. We're going to try and stay in these stands right here, which this one should be. So that's 52. Which one's a little further out? This one's a little further out. And yeah, we should be able to call them in, no problem. And finally get this stream going. You need a Cooking with Crisco emote. What's going on, JKH? How is it going, bro? Sorry it took me so long to see that. Wow. That took a long time for me to see. I've been jibber jabbering. I apologize. How is JKH 2460 doing today? We are figuring out how to actually play multiplayer without having too many problems. At least on our platform, we're having a lot of problems with it. So forgive us, guys, for the slow pace today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call them in. Honey, what guns do you have? Do you have the Zarzan? Do you have a shotgun with birdshot? 10 gauge? So do you have a sight for it? Do you have like the Raptor Reflex sight for it or anything? Okay, all right. Well, make sure you zero in for 50 because we're right at about 50. And here shortly, we should be, oh, that's the wrong call. That's a fox call still. I think if we call in some duck and some like tufted duck, why will it not work? Is it really that glitched out where it won't even let me use it? Guys, look at this. Oh my gosh. All right, Ferruginous duck and tufted duck. Those ones might be a little bit harder to actually get in with to 50. So if they don't come pretty quick, we're going to be switching it up. But how is Blaze Outdoors doing? It's good. Thank you, JKH, for bearing with me on that. Until I get an upgraded pair of headphones, I will oftentimes miss some of those notifications, but not always. How is Blaze doing? Blaze Outdoors, welcome you guys. We're finally getting some way of killing animals figured out on Xbox multiplayer while it's kind of buggy. So Mrs. Mecha is here with us, and we're just hanging out, talking, chilling, having fun. Right now, so we were going for predators for the daily challenge of getting 4 predators from 6 to 10. Unfortunately, our particular issue is being able to get in front of them with the pressure, like the animal sensitivity glitch that occurs for some people on multiplayer. For us, it's very, very bad. Like if we are within 300, 400 meters of each other in some tripods, most animals will not come within like 200-300 meters. Hey, thank you so much for that follow, Settling. I appreciate that very much, you guys. So welcome to the MechaNexus. Welcome so much. So yeah, we're trying to figure out what animals can we actually get 2 people in front of while on tripods or while moving around within a reasonable distance. So right now, kind of anything. Was going to be snow leopard. Right now it's not. Right now it's duck, but we will, guys. Also, for everybody who's just, hey, thank you so much for the subscription, Blaze Outdoors. I appreciate that a ton, guys. While I have you here, I say this all the time. We have our first stream event going on ever, and it's going to be a Call of the Wild event. It's the first giveaway we've ever done, and it's going to be for Call of the Wild. It's going to be on June 17th. And it's going to be a raffle system where everybody gets tickets for killing female versions, so nobody has to lose a trophy. Female versions of these animals on Layton Lake. You get mallard, rabbit, and turkey. Get you 1 ticket each time. 2 tickets for each blacktail or whitetail doe, and then moose, coyote, bear, black bear, and Roosevelt elk will all get you 3 tickets apiece. And so we're going to be hosting that. You're going to be playing on your own maps and verifying it through Discord with me, verifying kills through Discord with the trophy manager, so I can see the exact time and whatnot that it was shot. But thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Call of the Wild has definitely been the better of our streams. And so we used to have overlays that we could put up where it would show the information and a picture of every animal on the screen. We had to switch streaming software, so we haven't gotten those transferred over yet because it's hundreds. There's 115 animals. But yeah, June 17th, guys, June 17th. I'll put it back up for a little bit too. But if you join our Discord, let me go ahead and add the invite code back to it. This is our Discord code. If you guys want to join, that's how we do announcements. And we also have some voice channels and some trophy sharing channels and help hunting channels in the Call of the Wild category of our Discord. But that'll also be how you guys can participate in this event on June 17th. So it's going to be kind of a trial run, obviously, because we're not going to be on the same maps as each other. We have to make sure that everybody knows how to participate. But yeah, everybody's going to get tickets for getting kills. You won't have to sacrifice a single trophy for it, you know. And with multiplayer being broken, we're going to have to do it on solo anyway. So there's that. And then basically for every ticket you get, you're going to get another entry on this wheel right here. That right there. And it's going to have basically your name on it. So if you get 50 tickets, your name's going to be on there 50 times. It'll be a bunch of little tiny slivers on it. But it's an automated wheel that we can use as a free resource online that we're very happy to have to pick a winner for a small gift card. what if I kill like 100 female? So the way it's going to work, guys, is when you get a kill, whether you do it one at a time or whether you do it every 2 or 3 or 4 kills, make sure you have room in your saved harvests. Okay, whether you clear them out entirely or at least have some kind of room. What you're going to do is when you get a kill, you're going to save it to your saved harvests. Travel to your outposts, and you don't have to do it between every kill, but to let me have the picture, you're going to take a screenshot on your trophy manager where it shows, you go to the outpost, you go to trophy manager, and you go to saved harvest. It'll show the day and time you shot the animal and what gender it is. So you'll send those screenshots to me via Discord if you guys want to join our Discord to participate in that. And then, yeah, if you get 100 animals, then you'll get 100 tickets, but it's going to be 1 hour. It's going to be a 1 hour hunt we're going to do our usual 2-hour stream from 6 to 8 Central. Okay. And then after that, we're going to have a 1 hour hunt where you can get as many tickets as you can within that 1 hour on Leighton Lake. But there's no cheating. If we suspect you're cheating, we're going to have our ways of verifying this to make sure nobody's really cheating. And if we need to, we'll shorten the time frame for the second one. But because I can, what about just Codex? It does the same thing. So I don't know. So I don't know what you mean by Codex it. I haven't used the Codex actually for that feature myself. I've always just used the trophy manager. So if it shows the actual day and time, like, May or June, if it says June 17th between the time frame it's supposed to be, then yeah, as long as we can see that information and it shows that it is a female, we might even use that. If that's a better way to do it, we might even use that. What Codex option is there? Tutorial. Okay. Well, it's not tutorial log, obviously, but if there's a Codex option that's better than what I'm thinking of, then by all means, please, hunter log. Is it the hunter log history? So, oh, wow. Wow. Yes, that's perfect. I've never even bothered to use this. So, wow. Well, the only issue with that one is though, I don't think it shows gender. We're doing female only. If you shoot something, it'll show the month, day, and time. Yep. The only issue with that one for me is I can't see if it's male or female, and we're doing specifically a female thing. So that is interesting. Latest harvest would be a good way to do that too, but none of these for me, I think, show any gender, and we're doing specifically female animals. So that might not work quite as well. Because in Trophy Manager, it'll actually show you that little pink or blue symbol. So we might still have to do Trophy Manager, but that is good information. I appreciate you letting me know that. That helps me to know that we can do this different ways in the future. Guys, it's really looking like multiplayer streams are just not going to work. We're going to have to do single player streams. I apologize for how slow this is. It is the glitch. As by now, guys, in single player, I would be mowing down like 10 ducks already. And that would be at approximately this time, at this exact location. I'll sit here and I got a stream highlight. You can see on my Talk of Tick, on the good old Ticky Talk, where you can see that
How about I log out real quick and we'll see how fast they come to you.
Go ahead, log out. So we're going to test this out, guys. If she logs out, we're going to see how long it takes for them to get here. And then that should hopefully fix it. It could be that I have to restart the whole thing, but it probably will be that as soon as she logs out, they're going to start showing up within a few minutes. So she's gone. Thank you, honey, for making that sacrifice for the stream. She's gone. Anyway, so same for moose and blacktail. Oh, all right. Well, for the whitetail, have a score of 0. Yep. So that is true for the whitetail. I can't do that very much for like the turkey, a lot of the other animals. So we'll probably just do it through the trophy manager. If you clear out all 10 spots, it'll give you 10 slots at a time. So if you just save or taxidermize all your saved harvests, you don't have to by any means. But that's the only way I can really do it. Like I said, I know it's not a perfect system at all, guys, and we will refine it. It's going to be a reoccurring thing every month. But hey, you guys are going to be able to hunt for real gift cards, so hopefully we can make that a cool thing that people are pumped about. But yeah, so basically you're going to save your harvest. You'll go to the harvest manager, take a screenshot of it, and send it to me via Discord. And we'll actually make a channel in the Discord for that. So everybody can kind of see if you guys are cool with that. I don't want to have 50,000 different messages to go through. So yeah, but yeah, guys. So just a quick refresher though, for every class 1 animal, and it's not just because they're class 1, it's based off of difficulty, not just class, right? Because like coyote obviously are bigger than deer, but they're a little bit harder to get in front of as many of them as quickly, in my opinion. So 1 ticket for every female mallard, rabbit, and turkey. 1 or 2 ticket for every blacktail, whitetail, and 3 tickets for every moose, coyote, black bear, and elk. And so the more you kill, the bigger chance you got. But the cool part is if you get 1 single kill, you have a chance at winning. I appreciate that very much. Now, our goal is right now, we have 5 more subscriptions to go up there. We actually need a 6th. If we get 6 more paid subscriptions on the Purple platform, we are going to be able to double that prize and make it 2 $25 gift cards for each category. There's going to be 1 winner. There's going to be a category for the raffle hunting, right? And then there's going to be a category for paid subscribers that can enter for free. So if you're a paid subscriber, you will automatically be able to enter. You'll have to be present and type in a keyword because it's going to be a keyword thing, but you will be able to enter. And guys, we don't have very many subscribers, so you will have a very decent chance compared to most raffles, you know. So we're going to be the minimum right now for sure is going to be $1 $25 gift card for the hunt raffle winner, and $1 $25 gift card given away for anybody who is already a subscriber on the Purple platform, specifically on the Purple platform. I'll put this in my server and get some more people into this. I would appreciate that greatly because we are a new channel. We're trying to grow, trying to be able to support ourselves a little bit and at least get something out of this rather than just dumping all of it into it. But I love streaming. I'm very passionate about it since I've discovered it very short time ago. How you feel about the new South American map? I haven't played it yet. I have not played it yet. So I'm a variety channel, guys, and I have a lot of games that I do variety streaming on. I'm also a Battlefield medic with over 17,000 reses. I have some health issues that made me quit playing medic for the majority of Battlefield being out, actually. And we still have over 17,000 reses. We'd be top 10 in the world if it wasn't for my wrist and neck flaring up right when we started doing it. But we do a lot of gaming, a lot of different types of games. Some we're new to, some we're not so new to. So some that we're more familiar with are like Brotato, Call of the Wild, Fortnite, which we don't regularly stream ever. We're familiar with, but not super good at Rocket League. And we very much try to sweat it up with good people on multiplayer on Battlefield 6. Not RedSec. We still suck at RedSec, but we try to be as sweaty of a medic as we can be with really good fast shooters that we try to keep up with on Battlefield. So unfortunately, I haven't gotten to try and spend as much time in each game as I want to, but I haven't tried ASCII Ridge. I've gotten some time in on Medved Taiga. I probably put more time on Salzweisen than a lot of them for like the weekly challenges that I can do on it easily. But the map hasn't came out yet. It's coming out on the 2nd of June. Thank you very much for letting me know that. We did also just try feeders for the first time not too long ago. Guys, what's going on here? I think it's still not going to work because of us being in a multiplayer game, period. It could just be that we need to give it some more time. But thank you very much. I appreciate that very, very much. And again, guys, if we get 6 more, I know it says 5 up there. That's our Twitch goal up there. But for us to actually earn what we need to actually double the prize money on these giveaways, we need 6 more paid subscriptions on Twitch. That's okay if we don't get those, but I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time that is going to be the deciding factor on whether or not there's 4 gift cards instead of 2. They're only going to be $25 gift cards at first, but that's going to grow as we do this monthly. That's the goal anyway. That is very much the goal. Super excited about it. Oh, it's going out on the 16th, not the 2nd. All right. The day before our event. Honey, can I talk you into help me get my chamomile hot for me? Thank you, honey. Gotta get this. We did just see the revision specialist for my spine, guys. He's not completely sure. He's not completely sure where to go with it, but let's start calling in some ducks. I'm very tired of waiting. I think the multiplayer glitch is still in effect because normally we are just plowing through them at this exact time. Let's go ahead and switch up the species. I hate that they have this issue that's kind of inconsistent, but it's still very much happening. So we'll get some Eurasian teal and some, yeah, Eurasian widgeon. We'll get those calling in here and see if we can also use the deluxe. The second is when they're planning on releasing their full trailer. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we've played obviously a lot of Leighton Lake and then some Hirschfelden, you know, and then we've spent some time on Salzweisen. We have spent much less time on Medved Taiga, and we've done some Cinder Patan, Emerald Coast, and we've played on Mississippi Airs one time, and we've played on Silver Ridge Peaks for like a week or two, or three, you know, but we only play a couple times. We only play a few times a week. So yeah, we're not super well versed with it, but I would love to get ASCII Ridge last actually, and then get the newer maps after that. So the first new kind of new map that I want to get after buying all the old ones would be ASCII Ridge. They screwed up and posted a video last night at 2 a.m. that wasn't supposed to be seen, but my friend clipped it and I posted it as a video as well as him on his. Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm very excited about all this stuff. Like, we hadn't checked, guys. We don't really have, as much as we spread ourselves thin, you know, we're like butter scraped over too much bread, right? As much as we do that, we kind of stay out of the loop with a lot of games, you know, like we play some Metal Storm. That community has a lot of people who are super excited and keep up with what's going on with that game. I never know because there's so many games that I'm out there just sampling all the time. But I've been playing Call of the Wild for years. I haven't ever been somebody who like does a lot of grinding and herd management. I just kind of play and see what pops in front of me and just enjoy it. And I mostly love the daily challenges. That's mostly what I like to do. But we will be starting to do our first grinds, especially if we get my neck fixed within this summer. The doctor was saying that it does sound like maybe we'd have better luck with the fusion than with the artificial discs that they put in there. But I really don't love just sitting there thinking, well, hey, maybe that'll help, and then fusing my spine together based on that. You know, we're pushing them to go obviously a bit further than that and try to really look into it to see what the real problem is. Finally, guys, finally. So yeah, that still took way longer than it should have. But you see, as soon as we started calling in the right bird, they jumped right in. If they really start flying in a lot, then what we're gonna do is this is the Zarza, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because it's sighted in at 50. We're just going to take him real quick while we're waiting. And so if we keep getting some more birds, which I think because we started it as a multiplayer map, it's having some more issues. They got to get the multiplayer closer to the single player, in my opinion. BRB, thank you, Blaze. Thank you, Blaze, for letting me know. And for the lurk and the burb and the BRBs. I can tell you for sure, guys, that for this time in the morning, you know, it might not be super busy right now. I mean, 10 and 11 can be pretty popping too for duck. But over here, we have a nice goose spot that we will pop over to also if we need to. But this used to be a place at this time that we could absolutely just call them in, especially from 500 meters, and they would show up at pretty much any time after 7 a.m. You know, 7 a.m. all the way up till about 11 or noon. We would have them dropping in, and now we're having some issues. How far away is that tent? 132 meters. All right, let's see here. So we might have to grab that guy and just go get some geese, because I don't want to bore everybody to death trying to figure out the multiplayer issues. So I'm going to go grab this guy, grab my thing, and then we're going to get to playing a little bit of solo player before we switch to another game that me and my wife can play together. The real issue, guys, is just trying to do multiplayer servers. Multiplayer servers right now, for us at least, are having some major functionality issues. Okay, just right in the middle of that wishbone, the Fergalicious, the Furcula. All right. So we're very much going to be able to go over here and quickly grab a goose or two, as long as we get the Foxborough before I forget. Did we already grab it? We already grabbed the Foxborough? Did I do that? Yep. All right, so let's jump over here. Let's get some geese real fast, guys. Let's get something other than nothing. And then after a good bit of goose hunting, we'll see what else we feel like doing that might function a little better. All right, guys. Let's see here. So we got it right here, just a little bit north of due east. Now I can promise you this much, guys. I can promise you this much. The goose spot, this new goose spot I have set up, is very busy and kicking. So if they're not showing up here, something's wrong. Because we're not far off on the time for that either. Let's see here. Mark it just so I can see about what distance I'm looking at. And this should be a very easy spot to get some quick kills. And guys, feel free to let me know when we do switch to another game. If I give you some options to pick from, feel free to let me know which option is going to be the best. We already got some geese over there. Not that we're not running too fast to spook them. Oh, never mind. Oh, yep, we did spook him. We did spook him. Oh, this was some black grouse. Let's see if we can get a quick black grouse out of the air, huh? Ah, I couldn't drop a weapon in time. God dang it. So we do have some geese already showing up though, so we'll get to about 150 from them and pop off some shots. I'll go over here and what I can do, guys, I have designated dead zones for this. So anybody who tells you that animals won't show up to a dead zone, I had a guy one time looking for group before I was streaming. I was looking around. I'm looking for group for somebody to play with, and he was like, "Hey, you doing a goose hunt?" And I was like, "Cool." He was like doing a guided hunt, and so I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool." You know, I like the realism behind that and whatnot. So he said he's doing a guided hunt, and I joined his party. He explained it to me. Super nice seeming, right? And then somebody else joined. He's like, "Yeah, you can just place down a call, and they'll just show up. The dead zones don't really matter for birds." And then he was like, "What?" And he acted super offended about it, enough to actually start like this younger kid who said that too was not being hateful at all. Can I get up here without spooking him? Gosh dang it. I usually can. Usually can. Thank you so much, honey. But anyway, this guy was like, he's like, "What are you talking about?" And this guy was like, "Yeah, I saw my friend do it. Did it on his map. We just called him in and they just landed in front of you, even if you're in a dead zone." And he's like, "You're an idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about." And then he even starts like, not only does he start crap talking him like bad, but he even starts like insulting him for how long he's been in the game. He's like, "Oh my gosh," he's like, "You don't even have a full day in the game yet." And then he's like just being so super pissed and hateful that somebody disagreed with him. And I started to realize that some people really do get pretty offended at challenging, what they know about this game. So if we chill here for a little bit, let them calm down, we'll be able to get the rest of them, or a good bit of them. And then I realized that, some people, you don't want to talk to you about this stuff. But I will say on my stream, there's some things I've learned for sure. The only thing pressure does, guys, it doesn't stop animals from walking through that area or coming in there if you call them. It only stops their need zones from appearing there. If there's any need zones in the area, in the dead zone area of the pressure, specifically dead zone, it will eliminate any need zones and they won't come back there on their own. But they will absolutely come back there if called or traveling through. We're going to take a third one and go up there and put the Fox Pro down. They're definitely gonna run away, but honey, I might have a solution for you being able to actually kill something with me on multiplayer. Sometimes the guys, they get stuck on these trees while they're flying out, and they're flying, but they're just stuck in one place. And that's always super fun. Alert. You think we can do it? Wouldn't that be a crazy shot? All right, I'm gonna stop messing around. It's such a boring hunt. I'm losing my mind. All right, guys, we're gonna put the Fox Pro down right here in this designated area. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we're gonna start tearing up some geese. So let's see here. Tundra Bean Goose and Gray Lag Goose. It's more the wind direction that I want, so I'll go to this one. No, nope. Okay, thank God that was the wrong thing. Let me enter, please. There we go. The wrong button anyway, but Raptor Reflex would be much more preferable. And yeah, now we should be cooking with Crisco, guys. Now we should be cooking with Crisco. Let me getting some geese. So let's see here. I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna have to really plan out some good long 300-meter shots or something, because I think their feeders are going to be about the only way that we can really hunt planned things on multiplayer. I think we can walk out anywhere and see something from 100 meters and take a shot of that. But I think if we're going to do planned hunts for specific types of animals, we're going to have to use feeders for multiplayer. Yep, right away. All right. Calm and traveling. Got some gray lag goose coming in. We'll get a couple of them. Get a nice close look at them too. That'll be fun. I started hunting on video games, guys, because I wanted to spend more time, you know, feeling like I'm going out really hunting, because I started actually hunting in real life. And this to me was just such a wonderful video, like wonderful virtual version of it, you know. Obviously, it's more fast-paced, especially if you're good at it. If you suck at it, it can be almost as slow as real hunting. That's for sure. Found that out. If you just place a call out there and hope, and you're not really paying attention to when, where, and what animal you're talking about, oh yeah, you can spend all day calling nothing. Oh wow, guys, look at that. Already got some right in front of us. So we got that one is from 2 to 3. That one is 3. What are gray lag goose's ratings? Let's see what we got here for those. Sal's Wise and Park. We got gray lag goose and Tundra Bean Goose. So for gray lag goose, Diamond is looking at 3.85, and for Tundra Bean Goose, Diamond is looking at 3.16. So any of them that say up to 4, obviously is going to be the ones that we're kind of looking for. Not that we're going to be able to be that picky and choosy. Oh my gosh, they're already going to be fleeing. Okay. All right, we're just going to shoot some. Did we get a twofer? We did! Guys, 3 goose with 2 shots. 3 geese with 2 shots. I'll take it. I'll take it. Gotta love the 10 gauge, y'all. Hey, what's going up? Sorry it took me so long to read that one. Hey, how's OFan doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. OFan, just so you know, guys, yes, I'm showing this whenever new people chat. We have an event coming up where you can win a gift card for hunting on your own map and sending me screenshots of certain pages that, you know, I will be on the obviously game only content. I'm not looking for screenshots of anything other than what we need. But hey, yeah, June 17th, we got a hunt event going on where you can win a $25 gift card based on raffle tickets that you get for killing these animals. You can do it from your own, or not only can, but need to do it from your own Leighton Lake map. And you can, and it's females only, so you don't have to worry about wasting any trophies. Well, take a gander. Well, take a gander. Ain't at that 2-for-1. I tell you what. All right, so so yeah, June 17th, we're going to be doing our first monthly giveaway for paid subscribers on Twitch, as well as whoever wins the raffle hunt competition. It'll start out with one $25 gift card for each category. If we earn another payout before then, it'll be 2 $25 gift cards for each category, as well as merch and other things as it grows. So that's going to be happening every single month, the Wednesday after the 15th. The first Wednesday following the 15th is when we will do that. So if you guys want to join our Discord, here is the thing again for it, for anybody who's new, just now joining us. That's how we're going to verify the kills. So you must be able to contact us on Discord or Xbox Messenger in order for that to work. I might make it where you have to do it through Discord because it's not fair to PlayStation people that Xbox people get to not make a Discord. So if you guys want to join our Discord right there, we have lots of fun channels. We're a growing community, and that's how we're going to be able to participate in this here competition. So Time to make that red platform suffer. So, oh my goodness. So the only reason why we're doing paid subscriber giveaways specifically is because obviously subscriptions on the red platform are free. So there's no way to reward people for that monthly reoccurring thing. I know you can do super chats and things like that, but that's not like a dedicated monthly bill. For $6 a month on the purple platform, you can have no ads as well as access to emotes and things like that. And it's like a reoccurring thing that you can do. You can do one time or you can do reoccurring subscriptions to people. And that's how I intend to make a living. So we will be doing a subscriber only giveaway that you can enter with a keyword to enter in to win. But the actual hunting one that you get raffle tickets for, that's for anybody and everybody participating. Doesn't matter what platform you're watching from. God dang. Can you really make it that much more close? God! The poor guy. No, Nope. All right. Make the red platform suffer. I'm just kidding. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. That's a platform I'm on too. Please. I redeemed a joke. Oh, hey, thank you very much for telling me. Thank you very much for telling me. And settling cash. Oh my gosh. I hope I caught that 33 minutes ago. Hydrate for Mrs. Mecha 33 minutes ago. Thank you guys for reminding me that I'm not watching the channel points close enough. I redeemed a joke book joke. Mrs. Mecha, smack some sense into him, please. Honey, I need you to come over here and realign my vertebrae. She's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is the one we're going with. It most likely is. It definitely probably should be. But if we get tired of this one too, we can absolutely switch to the other ones. We got the best dad jokes ever. We got the what is it? Crack yourself up jokes, and then we got the funnier and funniest jokes and riddles for kids. Page 12 of the dad joke book. Let's go. Page 12 of the dad joke book. You guys ready for this one? All right. So page 12. I'll show you right here. Well, it's going to be backwards anyway, so you won't be able, I mean, I'm sure you can read backwards for at least the number 12. But anyway, here we go, guys. Here we go. It's not going to focus, is it? Okay, anyway. Page 12 of the dad joke book. Let's see here. All right. My dad took my headphones, connected them to an empty soda bottle, and told me he was listening to pop music. What's going on, Atlas? How are you doing, brochacho? I will read you this one also as a bonus just for free because it's kind of hard. The reason I didn't read the first one, it has more potential, is because it's kind of weird the way they say it. It says, crossing, comma, my dad says, a train has been here recently. I can tell because there are tracks. Those are ridiculous. Good brother just got off an 8.5-hour stream. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good job making it through that. I couldn't do that very easily right now without running my wife to death. She does help me. The heat is helping me much right now, guys. The spinal surgeon, for anybody who I haven't told for the 50th time, is not really sure where to go except for trying to do some more diagnosis stuff to figure out what the problem is. Otherwise he thinks, maybe a fusion would help, but I don't want to get a fusion on the whole. Maybe that'll help type of. I don't want to get a fusion because maybe that'll work. Sometimes they can't tell and they have to try to go off of that, off the symptoms, and they can't really tell. But I don't want to get a fusion on the whole. Hey, maybe that'll fix it type of mentality. Guys, they keep landing so freaking close to us. I didn't reload. God dang it, I forgot to reload. If we can reload in time, we'll take one out in the sky. Side in for 50. Let's see. Nope, that's way too far behind. Oh, way too far behind on both of them. 75. We'll go for 75. See what we can do. Nope. Too much spread. Way too much spread out there. They're definitely 100 out. So I forgot to reload her. That would have been perfect. They keep landing like on me. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go into the bathroom? See, that's where being single helps. Oh my goodness. So let's see here, because the P is silent. Oh my gosh. That one's worth it, Limp. That one's worth it. Oh my gosh. That's a good one because the P is silent. I still love the Noah's Ark one. Hey, Limp, if you want to type that in, you can. If not, don't worry about it. He's got the Noah's Ark joke that'll just freaking, I don't know why. I think it's amazing. I think it's beyond amazing. It's the best dad joke I've ever heard. But guys, Limpid, not only does he make awesome music, he has awesome dad jokes. As soon as these guys actually touch down. Yeah, what kind of lights did Noah have on the ark? Floodlights, yep. I love that one. I love that one, guys. Dad jokes are awesome. I think dad jokes are not only wholesome, but they're actually really smart humor, I really think. You know, a lot of people just, nowadays, a lot of comedians are just crude. And I understand that's popular and that's funny, but, you know, have you guys ever watched dry bar comedy? That's some of the best comedy in the world. And it's not that I'm sitting there like, oh, how dare you cuss? I'm not saying that or nothing like that, but it's just like some of the grimy, crude stuff is just, gosh dang it. I decided not to go after him, and then I realized that I popped up out of the blind. So we're going to go for an air shot. Okay. We're not doing that again. I changed my mind. I popped up. It is a pop-up blind. So I popped up at him like that and then forgot that this is a pop-up blind. And so then he ran away and it was too late to change my mind. But we're going to get the next one. Yeah, guys, I think dry bar comedy has some of the best comedy in the world. Not just because it's appropriate, but also because it requires you to think of things that are much more witty and clever and creative. R.I.P. boiling water. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Ooh, 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 ooh. You will be missed on! I knew it. I knew it was coming. Oh, my gosh. I could already tell. That's funny. Oh, my gosh. R.I.P. boiling water. You will be missed. God. Guys, whenever I was going down for one of my surgeries, I've had 6 failed surgeries. The 6th one's possibly success that could take years to heal from, but it seems like it also is very likely failed. For most people, they're feeling better within a month or 2, 3 max. You know, some people could take years to heal from it, but most of the time, within 6 weeks, they're actually better for a disc replacement. Believe it or not. I know you can Google a lot of stuff that might not sound like that, but it's absolutely very much how it usually is, if that's the problem. But anyway, I was going down for one of my other surgeries because I've had some breathing issues from a chronic infection that my initial surgery left in my head, right? And it messed up my breathing and stuff. So I was going down for one of my corrective surgeries on that chronic infection. And I was sitting there talking. They wheeled me back. They had me on the medicine, and I was talking to the anesthesiologist. And I kid you not, I'd spoken to him briefly earlier when he introduced himself to me, but whenever I was going back, he was actually a very nice one who was talkative and trying to make me feel better, you know, because going under like 5-6 times in 4 years, that's not fun, right? So he's sitting there trying to cheer me up, being all nice and chill, and, you know, I'm all relaxed. And then they start giving me this, they give me this medicine to calm me down, which makes you super tired, but then they start to give me the medicine to put me out, right? I'm talking to him, and I'm like, dude, I love dad jokes. And he's like, oh, I like dad jokes too. And so he starts telling me a dad joke, and I start telling him a dad joke, right? I tell him one, he tells me one back. Let's kill this goose. And maybe we'll get one of these bonus ones, right? Nope. But anyway, so I kid you not, I was trying to come up with one. I was having a hard time remembering them. And then they start to give you the medicine without telling you when, right? And so we're talking about how much we love dad jokes. He's telling me one. I'm loopy from the anxiety medicine because they give it to you no matter what now, right? And so then I'm like, okay, I got one for you. And then I kid you not, I was like, he was getting ready to put the medicine in. And I was like, how do you make a one-armed man? How do you get a one-armed man out of a tree? And he's like, how? And I was like, wave. Like, I kid you not, the anesthesia, I was breathing through the mask, telling him this. I'm like, how do you get a one-armed man out of a tree? He's like, how? And I was like, you wave. And then he goes, ha, ha, and I'm like, you know, like it was just instant. The funnest experience I've ever had going unconscious. I can tell you that much right now. I still remember that. And so that was just a random dad joke memory I had. Because at the time I was in trade school. I was on a summer break for it, but I was in trade school learning how to cut hair. And on my lunches, I would just watch dad joke channels on YouTube. For some reason, I can't remember a lot of them. I used to be able to remember them, but I just can't. I just can't nowadays. It was a good time. Joking, exchanging dad jokes on the way out for surgery was such a pleasant way to go out. And another recent one I had is one of the epidurals they've done on me. They've done several. They tried a different epidural on me after my disc replacement. And one thing that happened with that was they did anesthesia for it. And so for some of them they do, for some of them they don't. There's the Michael Jackson version, the one that he went out on. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful. There's one that he used. I forget the name of it. They refer to it as the MJ drug, right? Because this obviously that's the most famous, you know, relation people can have to it. God dang. You're just always so close. Oh wow, that was a horrible shot the second time around. Can we do it fast enough? Come on. I'm not going to go look that far. By the time I line up with that one out in the trees, I'm going to not know where it was. But anyway, yeah, so it was a funny experience. They put me on that one for like an in-office anesthesia where they wake you up within like 5 minutes or something like that, right? And on that one, they said, okay. And I started to feel it, and I was like, wait, is that the medicine? And they're like, yep, think of something good to dream about. And I felt it. And I actually tried to fight it just for the fun of it. I tried to fight it a little bit in my head. I was like, nope, stay awake. And then I was like, nope, boom, out. And then I guess I vaguely remember this. When I woke up, I kid you not, I remembered a dream because of them saying that. I dreamed about playing Battlefield 6. And I'm not joking. My wife and the CNA girl or whatever that was assisting with it, the anesthesiologist, my surgeon, all of them were laughing because I woke up, I was like, bro, oh man, I was just tearing it up on some Battlefield 6 in my dream. You know, I was like bragging about my Battlefield 6 stuff because at that time I was playing way too much BF6. And I legit dreamed about it in the 5 minutes or less it took them to put me out and wake me up for that epidural. Funny stuff. The doctors, I think they enjoy me being there because I'm always a goober. I told you guys, look at this. It's not just the time or place, which, you know, obviously you have to be in the right time or place, but anytime up to like noon, you know, or 11 at least with these geese over here, like 7 to 11, you know, you can call them over here very easily. And we're having no problem with them jumping in front of us now. But I guarantee you, if she came over here and got another blind, there'd be like a 75% chance that they wouldn't want to show up at all. Oh gosh. Yep. Always right in front of me, dude. Always with the right in front of me stuff. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, look at that. We're going to get a pheasant while we're at it. I'll take it. What is today, guys? It's today, Thursday. Yep. Yes, it sure is. Alrighty. All right, guys, we're going to wait around for maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of them. Then we're going to go on a little bit of a break. And whenever we're back from that break, we will be switching it up to another game because I don't want to be playing until 2 in the morning and screw my schedule up. Honey, is there another game you'd like to switch to? Or do you want me to play on my own while you watch a show? Or what do you think? Okay, she said she's going to take the hay soon, guys. All right, so we will try. We'll try and see if we can hang out for a short little bit. I'm actually getting tired too, so who knows? We may not. But We're kind of doing whatever the heck we feel like right now. Let me raise the screen up a little higher so I can put my angle where I need it to be. This is the beneficial part, guys. You know, I do and don't wish that I could show you because I like obviously having my privacy, and this is set up in my living room. But this arm thing that I can put my screen up on is just so nice because I can literally recline myself and make it where I can actually somewhat escape the pain in a way that's very nice. It's hard to do whenever, you know, all the time while gaming because sometimes you have to, especially with my neck, I have to change which way I'm looking. But guys, I tell you what, you know, I'm freaking taken care of better than anybody possibly could ask for. I'm taken very well care of. And I'm super, super lucky. Super excited about that event we got coming up, guys. Definitely pumped about that. Can't get it out of my mind. I'm glad that we actually decided to pop on Call of the Wild today because we could have done anything. But we figured since we just announced that event like yesterday or whatever, we better jump on and make sure everybody catches it. What in the, why did they turn around and run whenever we're still in the blind? We didn't pop up, did we? Did I pop up? I didn't think I actually aimed down the sight at him. We'll wait for the next round of birds, y'all. We'll wait for the next round of birds. Real ones, those are fake ones. And then that'll either be it for the whole night or that'll be it till we switch to another game. Well, those are real ones, actually, just not close enough. There we go. I think I did aim at those other ones, didn't I? Didn't I pop up for a second, I think? Yep. Got some tundra bean goose. I think 2 groups of tundra bean goose getting ready to land on us. I don't know why with the call over there and most of the decoys over there, they always decide to go right here. Right? Come on now. Come on now, geese. Come on now, geese. Got some gray lag goose coming in as well. Here they come. Yep, right there. God dang, always right there. Hey, he's so close I can't shoot him. Oh, no. Die. Okay. We got him. All right, guys. One more group. Go one more group. Get one more group on the way to us here. Let me check my schedule for tomorrow, see how we're doing there. Let's see here. I think the only thing we got going on tomorrow, guys, is the usual streams. So, you know, 11 a.m. Central. Nope, not 11 a.m. Sorry. Going to be noon Central for the first one. And then later on in the night for the second one. And they're going to be shooter games tomorrow. Fire Away Friday, shooter games. Super excited about that. Let me check my schedule on here. Guys, you can always find my schedule on the Purple app. And yeah, we're going to be doing noon o'clock tomorrow Central Time. So that'll be 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain, and 1 Eastern. And then 7:30 Central for the second one. We're going to be starting the second one, and that's going to be obviously 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Central, and 8:30 Eastern. So Love doing those out of order every time. But we'll get at least one more goose, and then, you know, if I do hop on, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end the stream, and then I'll just start another one if I hop back on tonight. It could be, yeah, I wouldn't wait up for it, though. It's just if you see me on, you see me on. If you don't, you don't. You know, and that'll be how we play out the rest of the night, because it's getting a little bit late. Getting a little bit late. Depends on it. Depends on how we're doing. One more. Yeah, one more, at least one more round of geese. We're gonna kill at least one more landing round of geese, and then after that we'll be popping off. We might pop back on later. We might not. Kind of just playing it by ear. Not sure. Not sure. Or if you're asking, can we do one more after this? Yeah, I'm pretty easy to talk into stuff like that. All right, as soon as they freaking land. All right, let's see here. Uno más. Uno más. Guys, don't forget, hey, at the end of, if we do have any events or collabs or streams coming up that are noticeably different than our usual stuff, then there will be a poster up at the end of our end screen every single time. So that'll be there if there's one going on. If there's one going on. God dang, they're always landing literally right next to us. Look how fast they're flying, for crying out loud. They're landing so close to me for whatever reason. They're landing so close to me that even if I aim, I can't look down enough to see them. They're touching me when they land, and I don't know what type of broken system is causing that. But here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go find a spot 50 meters or more out and put a tripod over there or something. Try and get 4 geese if a bunch land. Dude, I'm trying. For whatever reason, the decoys all right here. The Foxborough right here. All of it. And for whatever reason, they're all landing literally. The first one is touching me every time. I think the programming in multiplayer is that screwed up. I think they're really getting pretty screwed up with it, because there's been just about every single time, the last 4 or 5, 6 times in a row, the first one that lands is literally touching the blind and unable to be shot. So I tell you what I might have to do. We might have to go grab ourselves a tripod. We got plenty of them to spare. We might go grab one of them, right? And drag it on over here. So I'm just gonna go buy one. I really don't want to take them away from other setups. So let's get a tripod. I said I was gonna stop spending so much money when we're below 100K, but we're just gonna do it this time. Get me a tripod. I think I usually do the conifer. That way I can stack them all up. Let's get a conifer tripod. Go over there. Get some more geese. Wrap it up. Conifer. Where's conifer? Here it is. Boom. We don't money glitch, guys. If you see somebody that has millions of dollars whenever a tent costs $16,000, they're money glitching. They're money glitching. All right, let's see here. I probably should get 2 of them, put 1 on each side for different wins. But for now, I'm just not going to worry about it. Let's run over here real quick. We still got all their bodies over here that we haven't collected yet, so it's a good thing I didn't actually just log off right there. Could have forgot that pretty easily. I can get 4 very easily for sure if we space out the shots between them, that's for sure. The fun part is whenever you let them cool down between each kill, and you got plenty of time. Let's say they're in their need zone, you got plenty of time until they're supposed to leave. Take one shot, let them almost leave, but let them cool all the way down where they're calm, and then start eating again. Then take another shot. They'll get super nervous again, but you let them calm all the way down. You can literally take out whole groups of animals that way. And we love to do that. Oh, guys, did we freaking forget to actually... We bought it and we didn't actually pick it up. God dang, I hate my decision... My decision skills. My memory skills. My memory skills. I definitely get some triples and stuff with duck pretty often with the 22LR. Even before they run off. All right, storage for crying out loud. Come on now. Storage. Nope. Down here, portable structures. Nope. I'm actually going to save the loadout the way it is, just like that. Nah, okay, we won't. There it is. Boom. How do I have enough room for that? What? That weighs... How does it weigh 0 pounds? You see that, guys? It says it weighs 0 pounds. Oh, it's because I don't have one, but still. Still. All right, let's see here. We're going to put up the 223, give us enough room to pick up the tripod real quickly. Portable structures. There we go. All right, let's go put this up and get us some geese. Call it a day. Oh, yeah, I know you're flying overhead and running away more than likely. More than likely what that is. Well, let's break that. Let's frown for forgetting with another joke. Hey, oh, there we go. After an unsuccessful harvest, why did the farmer decide to try a career in music? Okay, okay. Why did the farmer try after an unsuccessful harvest? Why did he try career in music? Because he had a ton of sick beats. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Look at that, guys. We still have the pheasants and everything over there. It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. It's about 100 meters away. I would like to keep it around 50 for easier shots, but we'll see if we can do that. $50 would be much preferable. All right, 50 it is. Let's get right here to about 50. It's 58. That's a little bit too close. All right, there we go. All right, guys, this should make it even easier for us to get we can get them with the 10 gauge or with the rifle from here. Hey, I'm a father of 6. I got an arsenal of dad jokes. You do, my friend. You very much do, and I'm glad you do. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, we're going to get at least 1 or 2 more groups since we just put up a tripod for it. We'll wait and get probably 2 more groups, and then we'll collect what we got. And then after that, it might be all she wrote for tonight because I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Let's see here. We got a bunch of geese bodies over here somewhere, though. Where did all the geese bodies go? I see the pheasant. I see a couple of pheasants. But I know we had some more geese that were... They got to be behind this hay bale. I know we had some more geese that were further away. Ugh. I'm surprised that the geese don't pay better than they do, but then again, it's just a bird. Gray-lag goose. Hey, I'm guessing I'm late. Yes, Xbox Gamer Girl, but we are glad to have you nonetheless. How is the Xbox Gamer Girl doing tonight? We are wrapping things up with a few more goose kills before we probably call it a night. And then we'll be back on tomorrow at noon Central, so 10, 11, 12, and 1 from Pacific Mountain Central to Eastern. And then the second stream will start at 7:30 Central, which will be 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30 from Pacific Mountain Central to Eastern. So, no worries at all. Guys, this is Xbox Gamer Girl. She is a very awesome, supportive person from the Tube who also enjoys some Call of the Wild. Everybody say hi. Say it like we're in one of those weird meetings. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see here. Doing all right. I'm doing good. We went to the revision, the spinal surgeon today, the one who were specialized in revisions. Didn't get quite, you know, the response I was hoping for out of that visit, but there's still hope. So I can't complain too much. We're still having a good day. Oh, I missed that one horribly. We got one of them at least. I don't usually spam the whole time with 22s, but we're ending the stream, so it's for fun. Good to hear that you're doing all right. The spinal surgeon basically said, yeah, we're going to send you somewhere and see what someone else has to say about it, see if they can help us figure out what the problem is. Limpet says, hi. You can see it on the screen now for a little bit, guys. Both platforms' chats do pop up on the actual screen. They just won't pop up on your chat, per se. How many great ones do you have? I don't really grind and do like grinds and stuff like that. I just play casually for fun on this game. So, but welcome, Kyson. If this is the first time, I have a horrible memory, guys. So if I don't talk to you a lot, then it'll take me a while to remember. So I apologize if we've chatted before, but welcome to the stream. I have absolutely no great ones. We just hunt whatever we do, daily challenges and weekly challenges. That's mostly what we do, is just the challenges for some money. I do have a number of trophies in my lodge. You know, none of them are super duper duper crazy impressive, but you know, we got a decent amount of them. A lot of them that we still have to hang up. We're gonna have to take some time doing that sometime. He has 3 great ones because I made him music tracks. Absolutely, I have awesome, great music tracks. Xbox Girl says, hi, Limp, back to Limpid. And yes, we do have some awesome music. You will be hearing that at the end of every stream, right before the end stream poster announcement, if we have one. So don't feel like I'm trying to bait you into nothing. They might not always be there. But for example, Kyson, also, we have our first event ever coming up on June 17th, where we're going to be giving away some gift cards for hunting and for being a paid subscriber on certain platforms. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be hosting that event. The rules and stuff will be explained very clearly. But yeah, basically it's going to be female animals on Lake, so everybody can participate without sacrificing any trophies. It's going to be on your own map and solo player, so that you can go to Trophy Manager and use screenshots to show me the time, the date, the time, and the gender of the animal. And we'll use those screenshots via Discord to verify them. And for every mallard, rabbit, and turkey you get 1 ticket entry into the $25 gift card prize. It'll become more of a prize as it goes on every month. It's going to be a new monthly thing. And then 2 tickets for blacktail and whitetail deer, and then 3 tickets for moose, coyote, black bear, or Roosevelt elk. So that is going to be a monthly giveaway that we do for a little 1-hour hunting competition that we're going to start doing together monthly, just in case anybody hasn't heard that yet for the 50th time. I know. All right. Well, anyway, we better shoot these guys before it's too late. Boom and boom. And ooh, let's see if we can get a 3rd one real quick. There we go. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's a good one. All right, guys. We're going to go collect our animals. I'm happy with that shot, especially for a controller. We will be switching to mouse and keyboard for a lot of stuff in the future. But we mostly do controller for a lot of our games. All right, guys. Let's just pick up what we got. None of these are going to be PBs. None of these are going to be PBs, more than likely. Yeah, just a gold male. Yeah. We're only going to taxidermize diamonds at this point anyway, so. M and K. All right, what do we got right here? We got another ring-necked pheasant. Good little placement on that shot. Yep. Obliterated her. Hey, that's a beautiful looking guy. 16.81. He's not really super good. We will look at our trophies just to wonder on him. I think 17 point something is what we got so far on our best pheasant. We haven't gotten a diamond pheasant yet. We haven't done very many ring-necked pheasants. 16.33. That's actually wow. I'll taxidermize him for the fun of it. I mean, he was 16.81, so you know. I know that probably wasn't worth taxidermizing, but I did. might as well. He looked pretty. I really liked the vibrant color. He wasn't molting or nothing. I know molting's rarer, you know, but I really did like his color quite a bit. Let's see here. I still use an Xbox controller, even though I mainly play on PC now. Yep. I've always done controller. The Azeron or whatever it's called is calling my name. I'm thinking about switching that for my wrist health because I'm having some problems with my wrist. But the problem with that also is that I have to recline a lot and look up at the screen from a chair. And so I'm going to have to find a way for like chair attachments. For chair attachments to pretty much be how I get it. Now, where are all these guys going? Where are all these guys going? Their bodies should still be here, actually, because these were ones. This was the original shot with a 10 gauge. So it is glitched out. I think it is a little glitched out. I knew there were some geese that we hadn't actually picked up yet that weren't showing for some reason, and it looks to me like the geese that we did shoot here, because these are all initial shots from a 10 gauge, all right? Or these ones might be from the 22, but. For whatever reason, the ones that were laying around, guys, they kind of glitched out because I was pretty sure we didn't collect all of them. And I know that one right there, it doesn't matter if it's a no organs shot. For a class 1 animal like a bird, they go down right then and there when you shoot them. Like it's almost guaranteed. And if not, they don't make it very far. But we'll go get Hank and track him down. We're going to go get Hank and track him down. I don't want to waste the bullets and not get the money for them. So let's get Hank. He'll be excited to have a job to do. And he'll help us get the last of the bodies. Bro, I tabbed back in and you thought you fainted. Felt my heart drop, dude. Oh my gosh, I could have. I'm just kidding. No, you know, I have a hard time, guys, with, you know, obviously I have a very messed up spine because all the surgery and all that stuff. So sometimes this stuff like this, even just moving like this, guys, will do an excessive amount of like tearing, popping noises in my neck. But it'll also not just popping and stuff like that, but actually grinding, not like air popping, but like vertebrae grinding on each other. That's actually happening a lot. So, you know, you might hear and you might see and maybe potentially hear. You shouldn't hear, but sometimes it's loud enough to come through. You might hear some weird noises or look and see me doing weird things like this. That is only because of the myofascial tension and stuff like that goes on with all of that inflammation and stuff like that. So. Thank you very much for checking on me, though. JC Hunter! Hey, how's JC Hunter doing today? You're catching us right at the end. We're collecting our last ones. We just got a great shot for the last one, though. I was actually pretty happy with that 22 midair shot on that goose. But we are wrapping things up before we do our final announcement about the upcoming Call to Wild giveaway event. And yeah. Did the bodies appear again? No. Okay. Which one's the male? Can we see him fast enough to find the male? Nope. Okay. Oh, no. No! Wow, God, no! That was so bad. That was really bad. Never mind, we're not ending on a good shot. How have you been doing, dude? I'm sorry I have been late getting stuff. No worries at all, bro, Chacho. No worries in the slightest. I've been doing good. We had our spinal revision specialist surgery today, or not surgery, the meeting with the new guy who specializes in revisions. It was kind of like, you know, he's definitely a good doctor. It was another one of those situations where the website made the doctor's office and what they do seem a little bit better than how they act in real life, you know? I've had that happen for one or two other conditions that I needed help with, like an iatrogenic condition called empty nose syndrome. Where they make you like chronically short of breath from too much surgery up in here, right? Cutting too much stuff out. I've ran into a couple doctors where their office says, oh yeah, we specialize in this. We have education in this. We do like, you know, and this doctor, one thing they're supposed to mention doing a lot is like CT myelograms and epiduroscopies, which are not common. We're like, we need an epiduroscopy. We are a prime example of needing an epiduroscopy. And so we went to him. Wasn't quite in person what it seemed like on the website. Definitely not as willing to do like epiduroscopies and whatnot. But that's okay. He's still willing to do a CT myelogram and send us to a pain management doctor who will help try to not just manage pain, but diagnose the issue. The downside to it, y'all, was that he's like, yeah, I mean, a fusion might help. And I'm like, that's not what I want to hear. Like, I want you to be more determined to figure out what the problem is. Scratch your head a little bit more, scratch your head a little bit more and figure out what's going to help. I don't want to crap shoot a fusion, but unfortunately, sometimes it's not always a lot of options. But other than that, I will say it's also been a great day, guys. My wife took me out to Panera Bread. She had a gift card to Panera Bread. I have never eaten at Panera Bread before. Really, I've gotten a coffee there, I think, back when I was working in insurance and driving around all the time, drinking coffee and trying to sell stuff. But I've never actually sat down and eaten at Panera Bread. Guys, it was so good. It was so good. And I'm not saying everything on their menu is so good. I know they probably got like a lot of foo-foo weird, new food options that are kind of hipster stuff. I don't know. But I got basically like this freaking scooped out half loaf of bread. So basically a sandwich, but it's like this one piece where they cut the loaf in half and scoop the insides out and stuff it just full of ranch and steak. And I was like, that's what I'm getting. So I got that. And then I had a freaking pistachio cookie that tasted nothing like a nut. It was the sweetest, best cookie I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh. So, and the doctor's office was also a good visit, guys. I'm not going to gripe and, bitch and moan about all of it. Just not quite what I was hoping for. But still a very good doctor. So definitely had a barbecue chicken sandwich from Panera a few years ago with crispy onions. Delicious. Honestly, dude, their sandwiches are super duper good. I love their sandwiches. I wish Hank wasn't special. I wish he wasn't so special because he's going to drag me across this place to not find the blood trail. We're going to get that last animal's carcass before we call it for the hunt. Yeah, guys, all in all, definitely a very good day. My wife and I use our HSA to get some new travel stuff for my neck as well, because traveling can be kind of an issue. I'm not trying to cry about all my health issues, guys, but I mean, we really do have some severe stuff in my spine going on. So for me, when I talk about this stuff, it's not just complaining. I'm actually very, very happy about it. Because when someone buys me a USB-C plug-in heat pad for my neck on the road, guys, that's like getting a new video game. It is amazing. And so she spoils me to death. She takes care of every need I have. And she got me a whole bunch of ice packs, like cryo ice packs that last an extra long time, as well as like a stockpile of one use, like snap them and they shake them up ice packs. So now I can travel a lot more comfortably than I used to, which was good for traveling to the doctor today. So a lot of good stuff about it. I'm just kind of stressed out about it. They're going to try and fuse my spine without looking into it, which I know I can tell them no to, but I want a doctor to want to figure it out. I want a doctor to actually want to figure out, do you need a fusion or do you not? Not just, you probably need one, because the only issue is that's so permanent. If they do anterior fusions and they do it the right way, it's not as bad as people make it out to seem. The people with unending permanent pain from fusions oftentimes are people, oh, well, we got more pheasants right in front of us because we're fast traveling all the time. Take flight! Take flight! Okay, that's it. All right, y'all done ruined my day. I'm gonna ruin yours. That didn't get a single one of them? Wow. Oh no, you're 1000% gonna fly. Fly! Where was he? I keep getting distracted, guys. I keep getting distracted. It's the one and only time I've been to Panera Bread. It was good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Panera Bread was stupid good, though. It really is. I've never had a better cookie, I can tell you that much. I'm a diva when it comes to desserts. I'll enjoy any of them, but if I'm going to pick what I want, it's going to be some sort of bread that has some sort of filling, some sort of dairy, some sort of ice cream, some sort of icing, paste, something. Might have to get into this game eventually. Between you and my brother, I'm watching more of this game than anything else. It's a good one, bro. It is a good one, that's for sure. Come on, buddy. Find the blood trail for that one that we shot from the 22. We shot one from a 22 that went way out this way. Somewhere. But for some reason, the bodies are disappearing when we fast travel, it seems like. You guys remember that 22 shot that I just did a little bit ago? I don't think we collected his body yet. We didn't walk out all the way out here to collect it. I don't think I could be forgetting that. Could be forgetting that. Amazing game. It is definitely. Yeah, I used to have to deal with my brother when he lived in my apartment while he was doing this. If he got a good grade on a test, I'd buy him a DLC for this game. There you go. There you go. That's awesome. That is super awesome. I'm glad to hear somebody's being that awesome of a brother. See, with ducks, I hit shots at that distance all the time with ducks, and they actually drop. And no matter how I lead it, how much or little I lead it, what I sighted in for with the geese, I just can't get a drop on them for whatever reason. So weird. So incredibly hard to hit a goose in the air for some reason. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do here to find these actual bodies. Hank is taking me to an ocean. By an ocean, I mean a lake. So we might not be able to find them before we call it. Oh, get up there. There we go. We shot one out here, but I swear to you guys, there were some bodies disappearing on us. There are definitely some bodies disappearing on us because we could see that thing where it fell, where it died. And I'm not seeing it out here at all. For some reason, it seems like the bird bodies are kind of disappearing, but oh well, oh well. We've definitely had a successful day with it, you know. Spent a lot more money than I ever said we would. We said we were going to stay above 100,000. We spent down to 30. But that's all right. That's all right. Well, I'm having fun. It's working for me. It's definitely helped. This game has like 100 DLCs and they're on sale for like $2-3 a ton. Yeah. I actually use my Xbox Ultimate Game Pass gift card rewards that I get. If you check in on your phone on the mobile app every day, log in on a PC game every day, and play a console game every single day with Ultimate Game Pass, you can get hundreds or thousands of reward points every single week. And every like 10,000 to 20,000, you get a $10 to $25 gift card for free from Xbox. They'll just give you credit to your account. I use that to buy every single DLC. I rarely ever pay out of pocket for a DLC on this game because they make them so awesome. They're so worth it. And yet they are, like you said, usually $2 to $3. A map is like $7-8. Unless it's a good one, then it's like $10-11. And then all the weapons and stuff like $3, and the dogs like $4 or $5. Very much worth it. You can get all that stuff just by using your rewards. Definitely use your rewards, guys. If you got a Game Pass of any kind and it gives you rewards, PC or not, definitely use your rewards. Yeah, the game has tons of DLCs, but they are really affordable. Yep, it absolutely is. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to the ending screen after. Oh, hold on. Whoa, guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? All right, we got one more before we called it. That's for sure. What a poetic way to end. I know, right? Standing on it, for crying out loud. I mean, but they always land whenever they see those decoys most of the time. But all right, guys. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna do the announcement real quick. You'll see the page. If we have any upcoming big events or collabs or anything like that, you'll see it at the end of the stream, at the very end, every single time. Don't feel like you have to, you know, tune into the end of that, but it's there in case you guys want to know what's going on. It does help the viewership of the stream, but I'm not going to sit here and try and be like deceitful about it or anything like that. I just try to make sure that the ending part of the stream looks both professional while also doesn't take all day. So that way staying to the end isn't a chore for people. And people might actually feel like doing so just for the cool little details we work on, like Funko Pop Mecha and the MechaNexus and the MechaNexus music that Limp had made for us and all that stuff. We try to make it very fun to chill to the end. And then any announcements, if we do have them, will be at the end of the little short outro we're doing. So, but real quick, guys, I'll give you the vertical poster version of it before I go. June 17th, we're doing our first monthly hunt raffle competition for Call of the Wild. So feel free to check out the details for that on Discord. I'm going to paste the link for Discord one more time. You can join our Discord called the MechaNexus through that. And yeah, guys, here's all the details. I'll give you a quick look, but really you're going to get a better look of it on Discord and at the end of the stream. Feel free to join us for that $25 gift card to the winner of that raffle. You get raffle tickets by killing animals on your own map, but they're female, so don't worry about it. Not going to have to ruin any trophies. So yeah, Love you guys to death. It's been awesome. I'll see you guys on tomorrow for Fire Away Friday, where we play shooters. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We will catch you around then.
MechaNexus.